Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. If you don't know what's going on, join the club, because nobody here does. But we are here, we're playing the One Piece tabletop role-playing game. It was made by Bite Games, it's free, they don't exist anymore, so, you know, go find it on the internet, it's free and fun to play, where you can do all the ridiculous anime shenanigans you can possibly dream of. Okay, hi. I'm the Bardic Nog. You can find me on the internet, on Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, all as the Bardic Nog. I do stuff. That's basically it. Lots of Pokemon. Like
lots of Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Look,
gotta catch 'em all.
it gets views, and that is good. And I am good at it. I don't need to learn new things. Yeah. I already own it, so I don't need to go and buy Overwatch. And I also don't have to like suck at something, because if I picked up, you know, other big games that people want to watch, I would suck at them. I don't suck at Pokemon, so that's why I do lots of it. That's me. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna throw a ball down. We're gonna go down the line. People, go.
I guess I caught the ball because I'm below you. I'm Nick. I play as Mercurius Thorak. I am the fishman captain of this crew, and apparently I took a nap last time because I was busy, so Mercurius took a nap. So I have no idea what happened last time for the most part.
I found explosives.
Oh, good. More?
Yes.
We don't
Good.
need more.
Good. Fantastic.
Yeah, you don't need.
Yeah, you don't need any.
Anyways, I'm Nikias Roder on Twitter, and I'm Strider Winters practically everywhere else. I have actually started streaming myself, playing video games of some kinds, whether it's like Steam games or yesterday I was streaming me making stuff for Bardic for a time. Because apparently I'm his moderator on everything, and also his thumbnail editor. Oh well, that's fine.
You do the
Anyway,
stuff I call.
Dakota, take a ball.
I don't want a ball.
Well, you have the ball now.
Fine, it can be a javelin.
No, please no. I value. No, I don't want to be impaled.
Ball falls in Revel. Revel, introduce yourself.
Exactly. Dakota, Zordon here. Those places. White Wolf or White Wolf 462. Going to try and start streaming again one day. Maybe my internet gets better.
Well, look, we're all stuck in quarantine. Now's a perfect time to start streaming.
Right?
I'm not. I still gotta work. My work don't get much currently. Anyway, after you, Shogun.
I'm Shogun. I may stream later today if I'm not called into work on Saturday.
That's worst.
And I'm playing as Maggie, the one with the guns.
The one who
A few guns. And also several explosives.
The only one with a gun?
And also is a gun.
has guns.
Or will be at some
is
point.
a gun.
Can see through walls.
This is a thing, apparently.
And canonically survives purely on cigars.
I mean, yeah, that's it. Maybe. James, Omen.
I am James. I play as Jimmy. You can find me online at Omen264 on Twitter or YouTube. I do not plan on streaming at any moment. At any point in the future. I will probably make some YouTube videos here very soon. But yeah, I don't plan on really streaming. I got told I'm very ugly by Disney villains last time. That's it for me.
And,
Oh yes, that is what happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
And finally, Radio Shack, not a sponsor in.
Yeah. Actually, you cannot find me at Radio Shack this week because, you know, quarantine. So.
So you go back to no longer existing computer.
Yeah, I just went back to the void.
Well,
I would have thought it'd be the opposite. You stay in the Radio Shack, but no one
No.
can enter.
No.
I was assuming
I mean,
that
Radio
you're
Shack-
still there,
Radio
but
Shack
no
is
one
such a-
else can go.
Yeah.
Radio Shack is
such
a good place to be quarantined. No one goes there.
Oh, that's just what they want you to think. It's such a bustling business.
Or what about Blockbuster? That place is definitely dead.
Oh, Circuit City.
Blockbuster is the Void.
There's only one like in the whole country anymore, I think.
The Void is where all businesses go when they disappear. That's where it,
Your void that where you live is filled with crappy old businesses that.
So
don't exist
basically,
in
I'm
the
at
real
Toys
world.
R Us, is what I'm saying.
Man, way to make me sad now.
Or any aisle in Walmart.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Anyway, I'm playing Data, a tornado marine, and I'm here to stop pirates.
Damn.
As
right.
always.
Okay, so a brief recap. Last time, wait, that wasn't a good anime voice. Hang on. Last time on After the Azure Calm. There we go. That was a bit better. We had a R&R session. So the crew stopped off at wherever the closest marine base was. Doesn't really matter. And you spent 3 days there doing various things, such as filing excessive amounts of paperwork and procuring more explosives and getting Tupperware and training newbie marines and also having flashbacks. So we learned a little bit about Maggie, Jimmy and Data. We saw them on their first unofficial mission together, where they graduated. Merc, Zoran, and Frankie were there, just not. They were off doing their own thing. So we'll maybe get flashbacks on what they were doing some other time.
Oh.
And then after that, you you basically got shooed out of the marine base, going, you're ruining things. Leave. And with that, you are in your boat. Now, I know that we decided off stream that we wanted to head to Lobo Isle, correct?
Yes.
Apparently.
So, that is where we're going to...
Rubbing Nick's head shaking up and down. Yes.
So, that...
Man, I wasn't here for that decision.
I thought I was like done off stream, but we
It
like,
was.
had a little decision about that.
You did agree.
I was just kind of like, sure. I had no
you
idea
you
why.
totes agreed.
Lobo? Yeah.
The mission, well not mission, recap, like the little blurb that exists for it. Let me find it. South Blue Island.
I know that Mag was quite a proponent for going.
Okay. A terribly impoverished island that has been drained of its natural resources primarily by a marine base set up on the northeastern coast. Down on the southwest coast is a small fish person collective that supposedly have been causing a nuisance to locals of Canaan Village, the one settlement on the island that is of note, which is a fishing port / market town that has grown less and less populated as the years have gone on. So that is the description you have.
I think that's perfect, because we just learned this last session that superior officers aren't to be trusted and probably should be arrested, so let's do that.
Okay, so...
That is what we learned, right, Rin?
Yep, that's the lesson.
Wait, what?
I found a day-old apple.
Oh, yeah. In last session, as part of the flashback, you know, the when you were cadets, you got in trouble, you know, punishment for something, and so you were given a night watch duty. And on said night watch duty, it was revealed that your drill sergeant who was training you was actually an undercover pirate who was trying to steal, like, high-tech weapons from Marines. And as cadets, you went and beat him up and fixed it.
I shot his finger off.
And that is how you graduated.
I blew gas in his face.
that's how you graduated. You were basically pushed forward by Admiral... what's his name?
Akbar.
Douche.
That's a trap.
Was he a fish man? Because it could have been Akbar.
No, it wasn't a fishman. I've got
We need to have it.
Okay, that is totally going to be someone, like, one of the Admiral's
Yes.
names. Like, I don't think I have his, like, real name, I've just got his code name. Admiral Shio Rayon, or Ryan. Shio Rayon. The White Lion. The Cloud Logia user.
Basically, Nick, the summary of what happened is: have you seen Disney's Three Musketeers?
Oh god. Wait,
That,
oh, no.
that One Piece.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened.
Alrighty, so you are in the boat. You've got an ETA of, I don't know, maybe
Please don't sue us,
5
Disney.
to 10 days travel, depending on how quick you want to go, or if you want to slow down to do extra stuff on this time. Does anyone on this boat have sailing or navigation skills?
I thought that's what what's their name was
Captain.
for.
Captain, you have this, right?
I'm a doctor, not
Oh,
a sailor.
no.
Oh god.
I thought
I
that's
think
what
that was-
what Frankie was for.
Yeah. Frankie's their navigator.
Okay, I was about to say, did we all jump on a boat with no one knows how to sail it? Did we come here on the whim of the winds?
Well, Frankie's a shipwright. I don't think you have an actual navigator.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
But
Is navigation a skill?
Oh, yes.
Yep, it's also a career. It's like a whole job
It's a
mechanic.
career for
Oh.
navigator.
Yep, it's like
What do you think Nami is?
it's like a whole important
I
Oh.
can't say that on stream.
Wow.
I mean, you could,
Yeah, nope,
but
I don't
then
have
we
it.
wouldn't be able to have this episode.
And my
here
wisdom's pretty crap.
Okay.
It's
Is it wisdom?
It's wisdom based.
I don't know if it's wisdom, actually.
What? Do we just
If
need to
it's
make a
my-
sailing roll?
If it's
Um,
intelligence, I could give it a shot.
let's
Same here.
Secondary.
I tuned out for a second. What happened?
Flying, concentration, cooking, diplomacy.
Don't I have a bonus to sailing?
navigation is intelligence based.
Alright.
I could give it a shot.
And if he fails, I'll give it a shot.
And sailing is wisdom based.
Is that a thing I can just
Ah.
take 20 on? Like,
I assume so.
we have like
Don't-
all the time
don't
in the
ask
world.
me
I
to
don't
do
know.
either of these.
Okay, so I'm just reading.
I'm
this.
just gonna roll. Why not?
I have 16 int, but that's it.
Okay, so
I could run the whiz.
I rolled for sailing. I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Wait, why are you running for sailing?
I mean, thankfully,
Because he can be the wind.
see, well, I'm gonna be kind, and I'm gonna say since you're in the South Pole, it's basically like tropical climate. You're pretty safe, so you don't really need to worry about like rough seas or storms and things like that. We'll worry about things like that more on the Grand Line. So, thankfully, you don't actually really need to do that because I'm kind of looking, and
I mean,
The DC
I
is
can just
incredibly
put
low.
gust front in the sails.
yeah. Okay, yeah, so if you're going to do the gust front, you can definitely reduce the time to like 5 days instead of any longer, so you can do that. Navigation, you know what, for ease, we're going to say since you have marine intel, you can just know how to get places, for ease, right now. You are in
In
a...
the South Blue.
Yeah, you are in a fully mapped ocean, fully mapped one of the 4 blues, so you're fine. When you get to the Grand Line, things are a little bit more, we don't know what's going on, so that's when you should probably find somebody who can navigate. That's something to watch out for in the future.
Yeah. Oh yeah, NPCs. We're gonna need some of those.
Yeah.
We're
Alrighty.
gonna need NPCs.
So,
You didn't have a navigator? How'd you make it this far? Sheer luck.
yeah, just,
Or
oh.
I just point at Data as he's like tornadoing our sail. Sup?
So, in this time, what kinds of things do people want to do? Because obviously, you know, it's not sailing all day, every day. You know, there'll be time where you can sit down, or time where you can cook cook food, or make bombs, or have traumatic flashbacks to your sad backstory. Like,
Backstory's part 2.
well, I don't know.
Did we ever establish what happened to all the weapons from the pirates we basically recaptured on the island?
You can look through the 1700
the
page
weapons.
manual.
Yeah.
And I know we took the shield because
Oh
they
yeah,
have
yeah,
hanging
those
from
were
now.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say, just for ease, if you want big fancy weapons, you know, the ones that the people use. So if you want the whips, well, the leg whips, the frying pan, the giant meat cleaver, and the pig shield, and well, I guess you can have the keg as well if you really want the keg. You can take them, and then other basic weapons, you can have like a basic lot of equipment. So you know, you can basically just add like some bits and pieces. So if you want to have like an extra sword or a hammer or a mace or a rifle or whatever, you can add that. Armor, same kind of deal. If you're first particular about armor, you can just add that for free. But you didn't keep all of it because you're a small ship. You don't have that much storage. And the actual Marines would have gone, we're going to take this because this is our equipment. We're going to take it. And
Yeah,
do stuff.
yeah. Well, I'll just say before it all happened, I snagged the cleaver.
Yeah. So you've got a big ass meat cleaver. Okay. So that meat cleaver. First of all, it's a +1 weapon. So if you're going to use it, it's that. It can be wielded one or two-handed. One-handed, it deals a D10. Two-handed, D12. It's a big boy sword. Also, you can use an action to ignite it and set it on fire, where it deals an additional 1d4 fire damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Especially with my high strength. Whoa.
Yeah. So, if you do ignite it, it stays ignited for 1d4 rounds as well. So, you have to spend an action, set it on fire, and then you've got fire for up to 4 rounds.
Nice.
So you've got that. Was anybody interested in any of the other weapons? Or bits and pieces? Obviously, there was the big pig shield.
I believe Data already took the whips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whips. Did I ever give stats for what the whips were?
No.
Okay, so these whips, they have oh god, I'm trying to remember now. They have 10-foot reach.
Mm-hmm.
They deal 1d4? Yeah, 1d4.
Oh, I wasn't gonna use them as whips.
What
I
was
was gonna take the claws off
okay.
and kind of put them like on my boots.
Okay. Well, thankfully that's the part which deals with that. So you can add. Well, you already do like brawler damage, don't you? So it's increased. Okay, so
Yeah.
essentially you can treat these like gauntlets then that you can add on, but for your feet. Because I'm assuming you don't have gauntlets equipped yet, do you?
I do.
Oh, you do? What kind of gauntlets do you have on?
Spiked.
Okay, well, let's consider these like spiked gauntlets, but let's call them +1.
Okay.
Unfortunately, their main thing was their reach, so they didn't really have a bonus effect like the cleaver did.
Right. No crit difference or crit range difference.
No. Sadly, they were designed for range.
Just make sure you clean them off
I
because
want
they're
that
probably covered
frying
in.
pan.
Make sure you clean them off first. They're probably covered in poison blood from whenever he decided to trip himself up.
Gonna say that I did that already.
You had 3 days at the Marine base to sort all that
Yeah.
stuff out. That's fine.
The whips, on the other hand, I have them wrapped around like my forearms
Mm-hmm.
because those are gonna be used for something else.
Insert
God.
Mickey Mouse. That's a special tool we're gonna find out how to use later. I'm scared
Anyways,
of
I'm
that.
taking that frying pan, by the way.
Okay, yeah, frying pan. It is a specialist weapon, so you don't really have much use for it because it's for specialists. As just a pure beat stick, it deals a D8.
Doesn't
I have
it
a
do
question.
sonic damage though?
That was the specialist thing. You know, he'd activate and punch it and do
Fine,
stuff
skunk
with it.
boy, here, take this.
I have a question.
Wait.
Are the special abilities of that weapon just innate to the metal? How does that work? Like, I don't want to get down too gritty in the science, but basically my question is, if I melted it down into some other shape, would it still have its abilities?
Okay, so from my understanding, the way specialists are designed to work, you know, just using what the book says and then applying it to like the actual series as well, is a specialist is basically they have their one weapon that they work with. So, you know, what it's based on is Nami and her climate act. Anybody technically could use that, right? But they just wouldn't know how, because it's like Usopp, who fucking made it. Usopp could probably use that as well as Nami, except Usopp doesn't have the same knowledge of doesn't have the same like knowledge of weather patterns and so on and so forth. So Usopp knows how it works, but wouldn't know how
Doesn't do it well.
directly use it to its primary, like to its
Okay.
peak usage.
So there's no way I can change it into something useful for the captain.
So, this frying pan. I don't really have any justification for why it did sonic damage, except it was cool. So, the logic I'm going with here is Chef Jeff specifically designed this to work with rotations, and, you know, basically, he's using the fucking spin, it's JoJo's Part 7, that's the logic.
Oh my god.
So that's why it could do that. It was specifically about creating vibrational frequencies and using rotation.
I thought it did sonic damage because he liked to cook his animals still alive, so while they would scream, the sonic damage would cancel out the scream so nobody could hear it.
That is also much smarter.
That is the new canon, because I like that better.
Yeah. Like,
I also like that idea, yeah.
yeah, because my logic was, you know, he spins it with, oh my god, that fucking works as well. You know, like when you're frying food, right? And you need to like move the frying pan and like move like
You flip it.
yeah, you need to like move it and keep oil like moving so it doesn't like stick and burn. The rotation is to keep the oil perfectly like spread so it doesn't ever gather, and you don't really need to like shuffle the frying pan. It does it for you. So it's basically designed to be like that. It's like it's a self-cooking frying pan.
It's the ultimate chef's tool.
Yeah.
You set it on the stove, activate it, throw fish in, it'll scream, but you won't hear it, and
Yeah.
it'll be perfectly cooked in about 6 minutes.
Also, since the cleaver had no name, I named it Bacon's Cleaver, since it was from the pig.
Nice. Nice.
Now holding up this frying pan that I have no use for, I'm just like, I'm gonna put this in the kitchen.
What, for when we eventually
Yeah.
get a cook? Because no one on your crew cooks either.
I would say just like a couple.
How
days
have we
later.
survived the trip?
I don't know!
Ration
What
packs.
class or careers again?
I'm a specialist
Cigars.
Okay.
Your careers, not your class.
scientist.
Scientist.
We have 2 scientists and 2 marines and a doctor.
Yeah.
How the hell is marine a career?
Because
I don't
That's
know
my question.
what's up with all of you, but I eat cigars.
I'm gonna say, you know, you just get by on marine knowledge so far. So marine knowledge gets you to where you need to go. You have ration packs, so you don't need to cook.
So that means they eat MREs and tins of sardines.
Pretty much, yeah. You know, you just get like little packets, and you have to break it up and like protein paste.
Gross.
Great. I'm glad I only have to eat cigars.
Where's Baratier?
I don't know.
If we ever get pork, I know how to
You
do
know what?
bacon.
You know what? I think I decided on a thing. That we're gonna be whenever we leave this island. I think I've made a captain's decision of what we're doing next.
Finding a cook or a navigator.
Partially. Okay.
Do we just want to go to the
We're going to
academy
Lobo, aren't we?
and
A
just
chef navigator.
Just
The omelet flew that
press
way.
gang a couple like half-trained Marines who can cook and navigate?
Oh gosh.
Are you sure that's the way? I mean, kind of.
I mean, once I get high enough into Marine, I get an underling. I could make the underling one of those two.
Well,
But
yeah,
I don't
thank
know
you.
Yeah!
when I
Me
get that. I
too.
don't know when I get that.
Same.
I think
You guys get
minimum is
minions.
level 6 when you can start
Oh,
recruiting
shit.
stuff.
I
But,
can
uh,
make a robot.
Yeah, but the thing I was planning on doing anyway is going, hey, here are some NPCs, I'll be around, I'll help you do stuff, and then, you know, those NPCs, if you like them, they can become your underling, and you can tag them along to real missions.
Ah.
So, or you can just design your own and be like, here's my underling, he's my long-lost twin brother, he's me, except a cook. Alright, so, part of this traveling is sorting out weapons and messing around, because, you know, all that good stuff. What else did people want to do whilst we were traveling? Assume you know where you're going.
I have a lot of ideas of what I want to do, but I know they wouldn't work because those are things I get later as a doctor and or surgeon.
I would like to look at the engine of the ship.
It's data.
I thought you guys. I thought you
don't
said that
have
there was
an
an engine.
No, we
Yeah,
haven't.
there was an engine.
We're working on it slowly. We haven't
We have a
figured out.
sail. We don't have
We haven't-
anything
we-
yet.
Yeah,
We haven't figured out how to. We haven't figured out a proper way that
Alright.
we're going to be able to
I'm
convert
pretty sure
gas,
it said that
stinky
there was
gas
one.
into
Okay.
power gas.
In that case, I will be reinforcing my room
Mm-hmm.
and making it so that my room, independent of the rest of the ship, is seaworthy.
Okay. What do you want to
So
roll
if
to
the
try
rest
and
of
do
the
that?
ship is destroyed, I have
You can save your own ass.
not specifically
No, he's making his own room a bomb shelter.
engineering. I have engineering.
That sounds good to me. Roll it. 15.
15.
I say you make a decent start on that, on this little journey. So, obviously, the tools you have, the materials, you're still dealing with like scrap corrugated iron from the
Mhm.
generic pirate crew. So you can fashion a way to like line the walls and the floor, and it's like, okay, if this ship got like bombed to oblivion, your room would last a little bit longer,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, but it's not quite there. Like you couldn't
Yeah,
just like
that's-
cut your
that's
room
fine.
out of a ship and go off on your own. Not
No,
yet.
no. And no, I don't ever expect it to be like navigatable as its own ship. Ever. I just expect it to. I'm hoping for it to eventually be survivable, and more than anything, not be a weak point on the ship.
The way I envision it, and I know you, so I assume that's what you're trying to do. You're basically trying to turn your room into a black box, right?
A little bit more than anything. I just want it that if someone gets a lucky shot and hits my room, it doesn't explode the entire ship.
Okay, smart.
Because your room is filled with explosives.
Yeah. That's what I want.
I like it. Okay, so that's what Maggie is going to be doing on this journey. Anybody else? What does anybody else want to do?
Sleeping.
Sleeping is good. That's your downtime? You just sleep?
That's
more?
my downtime. I'm just gonna sleep. I've transformed a lot this past sessions.
This
I'm
is
keeping
true.
I'm keeping my feet off the ground so they can slowly heal from the burns the damn chef gave me.
Ah, yeah. Ow.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Can't I fix that? Don't they have like a burn salve I can make via medicine?
Obviously, you two weren't here last session. You had 3 days at port for R&R. You can say that you took care of that stuff then. Because I
I
assume
can say
that's
it, but
what-
also like I kind of want to roll something.
Yeah, roll for it then. Roll for stuff.
Roll for stuff.
Roll.
Stuff.
Play the game.
Roll.
14. I think that's good enough. That sounds good enough to me.
And in that
Fantastic.
case, I spend the time admiring my new cleaver sharpening it. Making sure it's plenty sharp.
That's actually not good enough, apparently. Burn Salve is a craft DC of 15.
The fuck you.
Oh.
Fucking what? I
It's
figured that'd be
the
a more
second thing on the
common
medicine
thing.
list. First thing is tea at a DC of 10, and then Burn Salve, Fire Water, Sweet Berry Syrup, and Regeneration Potions are 15.
Alright. You can have a miscellaneous +2 for doing these checks in your medical setup lab room. There.
That thing that you have that is clearly here.
Yes. You
I thought, you know, I was gonna. Never mind.
you get a miscellaneous +2 whilst you are doing medicine checks
just-
in your surgery. There. That's a thing.
You just want it to work. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, damn, I was hoping it didn't work.
Oh, do you not want it to work? What do you want to happen?
What, you want me to just stay
I was gonna like
with her?
slap his feet with icy hot.
Oh my god. This should work.
This should work just fine, and then it works fine for about 2 minutes while it's icy, and then it starts getting hotter, and it's just like, Captain, Doctor, help, help! I mean, I could throw you in the ocean.
Yes, in the salt water. On your open burn wounds.
So they're currently on fire, literally. And you say you're a doctor, goddamn.
Look, man, I don't even have my medical license yet.
And yet we trust this man with our lives.
Data
you
is
do.
powering the ship.
I love the image
Just
of all
in the midst
this.
of all this, all we hear is quiet. Boom, 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 boom.
As they are just there, like strapped in, you know, got like a piece of rope tied around his waist, just leaning against the mast, going.
He's doing his job. Oh, and also I have money now, which means I can hopefully actually go get my medical license soon.
This is true. Did you want to do that at port, which you weren't here
I
for?
can't. I need to have rank 6 heal, or
yeah.
rank 5.
So like one more level.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Wait, you don't have rank 5 in the things you're good at?
You need to have rank 6.
Ah, sick. I understand.
So
Also,
one more level.
we're level 3, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
2.
2.
Oh, no, 2. Just 2.
Can't wait till we're level 4. That's when things start happening.
I believe level 4 I get a mech suit.
See, this is why I don't like hearing these things. I go, I don't have plans for that. Alright. So, Jimmy is sleeping. Maggie is fixing her room up. Data stands there and powers the boat. Merc and Zoran.
Zora's healing. I'm failing at healing him.
Okay. So that's like day 1. Day 2, more of the same. Or like, is there other things people want to have like conversations? Because if it's just these are the kinds of things we do, we can like try to skip over things and push onwards. And
I don't have any plans for whatever we're doing. Because
Yeah.
I do have plans, but I can't do it yet. Like I said earlier. Like,
okay.
I know I wouldn't be able to do them because they're locked behind feats.
We could try. Fuck these. What interesting
Do you
stuff
wanna-
do you want to do?
I want Zor.
You.
I need your help with something.
Okay.
So in the doctor's office, behind closed doors, I've discovered something about both of us.
Ooh.
We've gone
We are
drinking
brothers.
before. We've gone drinking before. And nothing happened. Everyone around us fell over. And we were fine.
Might be because of how tall we are.
Possible, we're big people. But also at the same time, I want to take a look at your liver.
Take him on a date first. Fuck.
just let me inside you.
That's currently in me.
Hey, how can I help you, Captain? Lay on the bed. Whoa!
I don't want another hole in me. I already got holes in my feet from that damn bastard burning me. I don't want more.
I just took a drink of water. Now I need to change my shirt.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm proud of that moment.
Can Maggie walk in on the conversation?
It's like, oh hey Cap, I'm just gonna let you two
Yeah,
have some personal time.
you just walk in on him going, I need to take a look at... Just let me look at your insides, and in the middle of undressing him as they just both slowly turn at you.
Just shuts the door, walks away.
Can I watch?
Oh wait, that's right. Like his X-ray.
Yeah, it's like I'll be right outside. Then just stares through the door.
Actually,
I'm walking-
Yes,
I'm
Maggie,
walking-
yes, please.
Do you want to borrow my scalpels?
I have plenty of my own, thank you.
About a screwdriver.
Not yet.
What is with you? What do
I
you
might need it
do?
later, but not yet. As it
I have a
stands,
hacksaw and a welder.
I have all the doctor's tools necessary for what I plan to do.
Should I be
The only
scared?
thing I wish to do is to actually, like... I have a theory. There's something up with mine and Zor's liver that is separate from yours and Data's.
I don't
and-
have one.
Yeah.
My name? Did you forget my name?
The stinky one.
It's got yes.
Offended.
Jimmy's like, Data's like, do I have a liver?
See,
He just kind of...
it doesn't fucking help, James, that I look at my roster and it shows Taiho, Merc, Data, Maggie, Zor, and Omen's character.
We should name that.
That's fair. That's fair, but my guy just like you and Data and
The other guy.
the other fucking guy. Do we have anyone else on the ship actually?
Frankie.
Yeah.
Oh, Frankie, yeah, that's who I'm forgetting, and I'm just there on the outside like, dick.
Data can hold his alcohol. What are you talking about?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have
Are
a
you
liver.
saying by con bonus or by feet?
I mean by con bonus.
Me and Zor have iron liver.
Oh.
The feet, which means we.
I have a literal iron liver.
I have a wind liver.
Anyways. So you don't.
Did I take that
Did
feet?
you get rid of that already?
Me?
Yeah, I didn't have that
Yes.
feet.
Liver. Not
Wait
you.
a second.
Not you. What do you?
I just thought of something. Ignore me.
I don't have iron liver.
I replaced it with an oil filter.
You don't have iron. Dakota. What the hell?
By God, that's it. Ignore me. Even such an announcement.
Why do you not have iron liver? I thought you had this since creation.
No, I changed it because I wanted to hit harder.
He's on the ground bleeding out, and he's just holding your liver, screaming, "Why? Why don't you have it special like I do?"
Here, I'll help you perform self-surgery. We can look at yours.
Oh man. Nick had this plan, was gonna do this like big thing, and like, no, I changed my character.
Thanks, D-Bag. We were talking about this for like the 3 days we spent creating our characters of just like, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna go to a bar, have a drinking contest. Everyone around us is gonna be on the floor, and we're just gonna walk home.
Or it might have been I didn't put it in. One of the two.
How many feet do you have?
1, 2, 3.
I did that. I made that mistake.
I just thought of a technique, by the way, with all this liver talk.
No,
I got
So-
9 total.
If I can
I don't
draw,
like what anything could come
if
from
I
that.
can
Subtract the
use
ones that gives you
rotation,
for your class or race or whatever.
if I can use rotation to pull stuff in,
and that
could I
is-
theoretically use rotation to push stuff out?
that's disgusting, Ren.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying like, let's say I was poisoned, right? Could I, like, rotate my
That's
blood fast
5,
enough
4,
that all of
5.
the poison gets pushed out of my body?
I'm pretty
5.
sure it's still
Yeah.
incorporated in your body, though.
Am
Like,
I actually missing one? Because I know we're level
You should
2
have
now.
6.
You should have
Oh.
6 for level 2, yeah.
Then iron level. There you go.
Okay,
It's there.
good.
Iron level.
So you have it now. You didn't 2 seconds ago.
There we go.
It transforms in Nick's hands. Oh, there it goes. I'll just
There
put
we
that
go, that's
back
all-
in now.
That's how I got it.
We fixed
May I
it.
have a sample?
I'm gonna take a small sample of my own and then use that for other things. I don't want to remove too much of his liver. He needs that.
Okay.
Properly rotate.
Do you want to roll stuff for this, or do we want to take 20? Because this is like big important surgery stuff.
I would like to take 20s, please, because
You don't want to
I
kill
don't-
Zor.
I'll be the anesthesiologist. I pick up a pillow.
Don't worry, I took care of it. Pop, pop.
I was gonna say you want to knock me unconscious. Go get Jimmy. He can just freaking just.
no,
I'll make sure that
he
he
does
keeps-
that.
No,
Knock all of us unconscious, please.
It's also
Plus-
quite unsanitary.
If
Yeah.
that gets in your wound, you are fucked.
You're standing here open at the abdomen. You really want a skunk to spray you?
Okay, so we're taking 20 on this scene. It's a very serious scene. I like. Oh my god. I just had the image.
Very
You know when
serious, he says.
surgeons
Are you sure about
have to
that?
walk around like this?
Uh-huh.
You've got like 6 hands. They're just there with like 6 hands. Like do. Just there you go.
There's like 2 hands here, 2 hands here, 2 hands here.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I just put out my cigar over off to the side. All right, let's do this.
Okay, so we're taking 20 on this because we don't
I will be right back.
want to kill
I shouldn't
someone.
be able to do this as it is because,
Yeah.
as I said earlier, it's locked behind feats.
But yeah, we're throwing feats to the side for narrative reasons because that's
I can help by giving you X-ray and pointing out where it should be.
okay. So let's say you do this. You take 20. You do the surgery. You get the samples. You take essentially small biopsies of these things.
Mm-hmm.
What are you wanting to do with these?
I'm not sure exactly yet,
Mm-hmm.
but I was seeing what happens with our livers and alcohol outside the body.
Captain,
May I have a
I
sample?
understand helping you, but why are you doing this? Holding up his entrails in your hands? Curiosity? Why am I a part of your crew?
Okay.
Yeah,
get the
it's like, I
staple
don't think
gun.
this is the medical protocol. Also, you don't have a medical. I'm pretty sure this is illegal.
Yeah, he don't have a license. He can't get in trouble for doing anything. If it,
I can't
Yeah,
lose
you
my
can't be-
license if I don't have one.
What? Data just
Now-
sighs and continues.
now
pushing
seal up
it.
that
You're
word with a
outside. You
staple gun.
don't know anything.
All we hear is just screaming. What the fuck?
I think everything's
Hey!
back. I don't know what happened. Everything just died for a second, but it's all back now. So I'm gonna have to do a
can
lot
you
of...
see us?
Yeah, I can see you. The stream can see you. Everything's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Just everything died, but it's all back now. There's gonna be a lot of fun stuff to cut out there, where it's literally just.
Is this
But
just
that was
happening?
all honest opinions.
Anyways,
Okay, so
yes, right now it's curiosity, but out of character, later the plan is to like make everyone like that, make everyone be amazing and not have to worry about alcohol.
I know how to do that.
I'm gonna wake up from my nap, and you're just all gonna be wearing hazmat suits, just scalpel, and I'm gonna look down, and I'm gonna be cut over. I'm like, what the fuck? This is for your better, mate. That's for the better good. What do you mean?
We're removing
Also,
your stink
kidneys are
gland.
expensive.
Data doesn't drink, so not a problem.
okay. All right.
What if you get poisoned?
So
What if you get poisoned?
Merc
What
has
if this
got.
iron liver stuff could be transferred to poison instead of just alcohol?
Yeah, so Merc has got some research to do. He's gonna go start working on this and figure out how to help.
Yeah,
Please
that's,
at least
that's what we're calling
first
this,
before you
research.
start your research.
Yes.
Here
Hey,
with
look,
an
I
open
have
stomach.
research as a favorite skill, man.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, the way a liver works in a human and assumedly other species' bodies is it's designed to filter out toxins. That's the whole point of the liver and kidneys, to filter out stuff that is not good for the body. and everything froze again. So I'm just gonna keep talking until it's not.
Oh, no.
Yeah, catching a malpractice lawsuit.
I mean,
And there
so
we go.
like alcohol is technically a poison already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
It is literally just screening out poisons.
what I was trying to say before everything just froze for a minute, I don't know why it did that. Maybe I clicked. Maybe I wasn't looking at the Discord call, and it went, no, look at me. And I went, okay.
I demand attention.
So basically, the whole point of the filtration systems, liver.
I just realized I
kidneys-
said all that, my mic was muted, so I just looked really weird on fucking stream.
So all of that is designed to get rid of toxins, poisons, alcohol, ammonia, yada yada. So yes, theoretically, if you research this and found a way to, create some kind of stimulant or some kind of implant you could give people to make them more effective at filtering toxins, they would, however, not be able to get drunk anymore. So
Not worth it.
swings and
Gotcha.
roundabouts. I have no idea how different drugs work, because I'd have to do more research. Because I know, say like cannabis or anything involving THC. I know that affects the brain more so than the body, so I don't know how that works.
Still gets filtered through your liver.
So
Yeah, I think-
Merc, can I have a sample of that liver since I helped?
Why?
I
He
want
didn't
to-
ask you questions.
I want to see its industrial uses.
Oh, God.
Of a liver? Industrial uses of a liver. Maggie, I understand curiosity.
I replaced my liver with a fuel pump. What if
Well, the
I can
catalytic
do the other way
converter.
around?
Replace your fuel pump with a liver.
Well, I'm working on a project.
I miss being a real boy.
It is like, I would highly suggest refusing this offer.
Oh,
Data
dear.
doesn't see us. Data.
I know.
We're in my office. You're outside being your engine. Maggie, no, not this time. If research is successful, then maybe.
Very well.
And this is how we create a villain.
I guess I'll have to do it myself.
Just
It would be
grabs it.
unfortunate if Zoran were to die unexpectedly.
To
and
wake
then
up
have
in a fucking
a liver
bathtub.
he's not using anymore.
Just have-
Perfect timing of Dakota's wide eyes and his camera.
Next downtime session, Zoro wakes up in a fucking bathtub filled with ice. Going, wait,
I
what?
mean, while I was in there,
Good
There's a few other
afternoon,
things.
sleepyhead.
Yeah, I wake up, I'm half robot now.
good news, you've
What
lost
happened?
15 pounds.
Jesus Christ, that's dark. Okay, so that is the thing that Merc is doing, and Zoro, I guess you're doing that as well. Other things people want
Yeah,
to do.
unfortunately.
Other things people want to do. We'll kind of ask like one, maybe two more things, and then we'll just say, hey, you get within 1 day's distance of Lobo, so I can actually crack on to. Yeah.
The island that we've been taking an hour to get to.
Yeah.
Data's training. I guess powering the ship is kind of like training.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's endurance training at the very least.
It is repeated use of your devil fruit. You are going. It's definitely. And Jimmy, you're
So I
still
guess-
sleeping.
I guess he's
I'm
going.
sleeping past this madness.
Here's what he's gonna do then. He's going to try, while keeping up steady power of the ship, trying to multitask.
Mm-hmm.
Like keep the
Reading a
gust
book.
run up, while reading a book, eating, doing push-ups, sit-ups, all that.
Basically, this is where eventually you may be able to use a wind attack and not have necessarily focus all your shit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This shall
You're
be
smart.
taken into account for things in the future. Alright, one last thing, that's another day. We'll just, compact the last 3 days of travel, give or take. Well, 2 days, because then you'll have 1 day. We're 1 day away. Let's look at a map and figure out what we're doing. So,
Fucks are trying to kill me.
last 2 days. It's post-surgery. Everyone recovers fine. Somehow. It's anime. Don't question it. Last 2 days of travel before you're 1 day away. Is
Dakota has a mug-shaped bump in his stomach now.
Is there anything
I wonder why I left that.
Meanwhile, Captain's walking around. Where's my favorite mug?
I lost a cigar.
Go,
A lit cigar.
Ooh, that's
Is it hot for anyone else?
Every time the door opens,
You-
his mouth
Thor, you
just
have-
smoke comes out. Just,
I was gonna say out his ears, but mouth works too.
wait a minute. An
No, that's what I would
We
say.
need to go
I-
back
I-
in.
I say something. That's what I just see both Maggie and Cap just shing shing. Why are there scalpels again?
That's my favorite mug. We gotta go back in.
Okay. Aside from shenanigans and do people want to have like conversations or things like that, like inter-crew personal stuff or anything like that, or we just go fuck it? We're 1 day away. We can whip out a map and we can figure out what our plan of action is.
Actually, I would like to speak with Zoran.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Okay. How did this conversation go?
Since Maggie is socially awkward, she would just walk up while he's definitely busy, like eating food or something, like definitely busy. Yeah. It's like,
That's kind of
Hello.
actually happening. Hi.
what is your opinion on Data?
On old Super Breeze over there.
Yes.
I'd hate to piss him off if we were on a beach. Sandburn. Ugh.
I have found in the past that those empowered by the devil fruit can get lost in the power. I pray that it does not happen. But if it does, will you stand with us to deal with it?
By us, do you mean you and the captain?
I certainly hope so.
Well, yeah. I just hope I don't end up with a new hole in me thanks to you two.
I gave you one hole. I'm the doctor here. I'm not doing a botch job like anybody else would.
Despite my attitude, I do have the best for the crew in mind.
Figured as much. Just remind me never to piss you off in the long range.
That would be good. But I do value you and the rest of the crew, and am looking to keep you alive as long as possible.
Looks down at Scar, looks back up. Just after you wanted a piece of me, literally.
I trust the captain's abilities.
Fair enough.
Wait, where is this? Can I hear this?
No,
That's the only person who I don't want overhearing it. Everyone else is fine. Don't care.
I'm like
hear this?
I'm like sitting.
But
in my
like the
room.
entire conversation, I continue to look away, turn on X-ray vision, and make sure that he's still up there on the sail.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're like inside the ship.
I'm just saying, it's like I have wind powers. I could probably hear vibrations.
You're in the captain's office, like I was.
You're in the middle of a
briefing
tornado.
floor.
Just walks right on in, starts talking. So just like
I was just like, hopefully this conversation isn't just happening out in the. It's like, hey.
Okay.
Man,
So-
hate that data, don't ya? Guys!
right here.
Feelings!
Okay, so that's one conversation. Does anybody else have any other inter-crew type conversations they would like to have? Or should we jump forward?
Frankie,
Yeah, Frankie. Frankie's
Hey,
sat
Frankie.
doing
Hey,
communication officer stuff. Big
Frankie.
headphones. Mm. Yes. Yes. Hello. What can I do for you, Captain?
You're doing a good job. Appreciate you.
Alrighty.
You're gonna die next episode, so I'm making this very important now.
Alrighty. Is there anything else you have? Cause there'll be more.
Nope, that's all.
Right after this.
I'm doing my daily morale.
Then get the
buff.
fuck out of my sight!
I'm doing my daily morale buff along with don't forget your vitamins. Chuck's vitamins for Frankie.
Stay in school, kids!
He goes, thank you.
I take the vitamins and roll them up in a cigar.
There'll
Data,
be, more at 11. And then he just clicks the button and music starts playing.
Data calls down to the captain. Yo, Cap.
What's up?
Question.
Answer.
Do you happen to know any Fishman karate?
Not yet. I'm hoping to learn some.
Okay.
We need to
Well,
find
then,
somebody
never
to
mind.
teach me. Why?
Oh, I just thought I could incorporate some of it into like a combo move. After me and Jimmy's combo back in the last fight, I've been thinking that it'd be pretty good if we all, you know, thought of stuff we could do in conjunction. Could help with efficiency.
Yes, I agree, Data. But also, you've been reading too much of that One Piece manga, haven't you?
Yes.
I thought so.
Just noted I just yes.
Frankie speaks out. Apparently, there's now like a speaker system on the phone. Like, yeah, guys, who else is really like impressed at the Kanjuro reveal? Like, seriously,
Right?
that was really cool. We just dated that. Also, spoilers, I guess.
That was 2 weeks ago.
It's fine. I suppose I didn't say what the reveal was. I just said the Kanjuro reveal. That's fine.
True.
No one's gonna
It's
get.
fun.
As
We
long as
still
we
dated
stop.
it because we said 2 weeks ago.
Now we've dated it.
Thanks!
Anyways,
Wait, are you actually behind James for a change?
No. No, I'm not.
Okay, I was about to say, bitch, you're never behind on it.
anyways. Oh, also, I'm gonna knock on Jimmy's door. Wake up!
Why?
Because you need to take your vitamins. They're supposed to be daily, and you haven't had them in 4 days because you've been sleeping.
You try transforming into a skunk beast.
I was gonna say,
Fine.
I tried. It doesn't work.
I was gonna say he has. You sit there with, you just walk in with a gas mask and you just use a syringe and just inject him straight into his arm.
I
No,
walk in.
I knock on the door. Whenever he opens the door, I have 4 hands like this.
He has 4 hands like this, pants down, and shitting himself a tail. I've done it!
And on things I'd never want to hear again.
Yeah.
That is on that list.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I come out, take the pills.
What if we just set him on fire? Just
He'd
an
probably
idea.
stay burning forever. He's soaked in oil.
Oh, alright. So, is there any more to this conversation, or you just like take your pills? There you go.
Why are you trying to set me on fire?
I'm just reminding him because we'll be landing soon.
Yeah.
So I just make sure his immune system is up to snuff.
Okay.
Alright.
So, let me just. So, unless anybody has anything else they desperately would like to do, we can say we skip to the last day, and the morning starts. You know, you'll do whatever morning stuff you all do, and with that, when that's all done, Frankie will, you know, like call you all in and be like, "Hey, intel meeting." Oh, hang on, that's not Frankie's voice. Good morning, everybody, and this is a beautiful day on the SS Nice. We hope you all have had a wonderful travel. There will be an intelligence meeting in the communications room right now. So, get up.
I'm already there.
Okay.
I slowly walk towards it.
Maggie gets in
hops
there
down.
and lays down several weapons and is cleaning like her shotgun and her sniper rifle on the table.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so you're all there. There's a big desk and there's all kinds of stuff. You know, Frankie has just got loads of paper. Information. That's Frankie's trade. And they will roll out a map that fills the table. You know, like roll it out, like purposefully use their long arms, like push anything that's on the table off. So just like shoves your rifle off. Just goes, we don't need that. Rolls out a big map of Lobo Isle, which you should all be able to see now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically it. There's not much to the island. Obviously, there's like a few little key points. There's where the marine base is. There's a big forest that's basically dead. There's a small bay called the Bay of Wolves, and that's where Lupin Village, or whatever I called it, is. Then there's also an area on the far side of the island, and that's like a little fish person compound. Frankie looks and goes, "Oh, okay. So, we've got one more day before we arrive. Where would we like to head? Where do we want to land? Where do we want to go? Where seems important?"
Why are we going here again?
It was a
Bacon.
decision
That's
made
why.
off street.
Data says the marine base here is sucking the resources out of it. Such behavior is unbecoming of honorable Marines, and we must either set them on the correct path or remove them.
Crazy, more useless Marines.
I put out my cigar on the edge of the map.
There has also been reports from the marine base stating that they've been having some issues with the fish person population, causing nuisance and interfering with certain operations. So there might be something.
That's racist.
Well, it might be. I don't know. This is the information I have. I don't know if it is from a place of racism or just. I don't know. I don't have that information yet, but it could be, and I wouldn't doubt that.
I don't know if it's racist, but just because of what we know of these Marines so far, I'm going to assume it's their fault.
Yeah, it's probably there. But who
They're just
knows?
looking for a scapegoat.
So I say we check out all three, see for ourselves.
Okay. So, where do we want to land? Where do we want to aim for? Obviously, we can only aim towards one.
Do we just want to... Let's not beat around the bush. Let's just go right to the Marines.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will be there in... Data, how fast can you push us?
How far are we away
6.
right now?
You'll be there by the end of the day, basically.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. What if he just uses a repeated anvil backwards, pushing the ship that way?
This is an option.
Now, hear me out on this one. What
Oh,
if...
it's a good statement.
Yeah, okay, so here's what we'll do, right? So, I'm gonna need 2 pieces of metal. Pretty
Okay.
big pieces of metal. And what I need you to do is I need you to tie them pretty tightly to my legs.
Oh, God.
We don't have big pieces of metal.
I don't believe you, Maggie.
We've used them all up. They've all been welded onto something.
I
Do we
know
have-
you have more somewhere.
Maggie's literally, like, not replaced, but covered the walls of her room with the metal. We don't have any metal.
I ran out of sheet metal. I started using some of the metal, like, serving plates
Hey!
to fill some patches.
Fine, alright, I'll improvise.
No, we don't.
He takes
we don't cook, Zor.
He takes the whips from his arms and attaches them to ankles.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, alright, Now, what I'm gonna need, Captain, I'm gonna need you
I'm
to
gonna
hang
take
on
cover.
to me
This is gonna.
tightly.
Those are gonna just
And
whip
he-
everywhere.
What he does is he holds on, he ties himself to a rope and attaches his up. And he's like, whatever you do, don't let me go. Okay? And he hangs on tight to the back of the ship, dips into the water, not so much that he loses strength, but enough that his lower half is in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turns just the bottom half of his body into a tornado.
Okay.
I don't think that would work.
Yeah, you're just rotating them in place. You need to have angles to them to actually.
No, that's what the whips are for.
Yeah.
No, but the whips don't have an angle. If you spun them one direction or the other direction, they're the same angle.
Yeah, they
like
just go-
it's just a cord striking. It's not gonna push you forward.
Very well.
You need to have an angled piece of metal, which unfortunately we don't have any metal unless I'm authorized to use the last of the of the serving plates.
No.
Wait, what if we
think
just
we
tie the
might have
Also,
fire-
if you're,
Wait,
also,
wait,
if
what
you're
if we
half in the ocean, wouldn't that mean your powers are useless anyway?
No, Dover users can still use their abilities in the ocean.
They just can't move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the common misconception.
Yeah.
It's in the ocean you can't move, but you can still use your devil fruit powers no matter how far down you go.
Yeah.
And
No wonder,
sea stone.
no wonder Luffy's screwed because he can't move. And his movement it stretches.
Well, that's it. You know, it's why, for example, there's been a few times where this has been used. For example, at Arlon Park, where they pulled Luffy's head out of the water when he was stuck.
Yeah.
During the Davy back fight, Luffy grabbed 2 pieces of wood and used that as a propeller at the back of the barrel ship race.
Yeah.
So you can do it, but it's like you can't.
I guess
move.
I just need some spare wood.
Yeah. So it's like it's one of those like you'd have to start your thing going and then put it in the water and like
Yeah.
I was
so
gonna
that's
say,
what-
I was gonna say, if it comes down to it, can we just strap the frying pan to his legs?
Oh.
That would be way heavy. Barney, is it
It's a
cast iron?
massive-
Yeah.
I'm imagining it as cast iron. That's like.
And it's massive.
Good point.
I mean, I have a really high strength score.
We'd have to go fish him out.
I have a really high.
If we
strength
don't lose the frying pan, we're gonna lose you.
Well,
Yeah,
this
that's
is why
the
we tie him
definition
in
of like,
place.
let's tie him to a millstone.
I'll be
Until he
fine.
drowns.
I'll just be sitting in the middle of a whirlpool.
Yeah, just so
Like, where is he at?
I think we have just inadvertently
There
found a
he is.
use for this frying pan. You know, if we can attach some metal strips to it, you can essentially turn this frying pan into a propeller.
But it's already a microwave. You just throw a fish in it, and then like 2 minutes later, beep,
It screams fry itself.
it's done.
Yeah. So
Okay, scientists, get to work on making a timer for that. So it actually will do that. It is basically like a microwave. It will
Okay, how about this? How about this? I take the blades from Kitty Whippin's things and put them at angles on like alongside my leg.
there we
That
go.
sounds like it might work.
that could
Yeah.
work.
There we go. Boom. You have made a makeshift propeller. You will push. You will go.
Yeah.
And you can speed along. You can arrive sooner. Whatever everyone else on the ship is doing, you know, you do it. And
I go on the front of the boat and scout the island ahead with my sniper rifle scope.
okay, you start scouting. You know, you can the direction you're approaching from. Then you can make out the marine base number 273, and you can make out the Bay of Wolves, which is slightly more south. The marine base, it's real nice. It's well fortified. It has quite high walls. These are like cement and brick walls. It's not like ramshackle and made out of wood. Like these are solid walls. They've got like a big marine tower. It's got the seagull on, and it says 273. It has its own private port with 2 or 3 battleships ready. You can make that out. If you look further south, you can make out the Bay of Wolves. It looks desolate. Lysoni, not Lysoni, that's the other place. Lupine Village. It looks empty. You see, like, you can make out, like, oh yeah, there's like a market stall, but it's basically dead and empty. That's what you can make out. Heading for Marine Base.
Yep.
Alright.
Once
So
we get
far-
close, he's gonna climb back onto the ship.
So should I not bring the weapon since we're going to the base?
I think you should be armed, but
Okay.
that's up to the
Yes.
captain.
We should always be armed.
Heads back below.
I don't trust these guys at all. I think that they are Marines in name only, and I think they might have sort of gone rogue.
Sort of.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, the entirety of the South Blue doesn't know their job anymore, and we must fix it.
Pretty much.
This is definitely outside.
I'm gonna come walking back up. I got a sword on my hip. I got the cleaver on one side of my back, and I got my bastard sword on the other side of my back. Disarmed enough?
Yes.
All right, chill
Just
out.
don't fall in the water.
Zoro, you 3 swords.
Here, I give Zoran a lunch box.
Oh, God.
I don't trust this.
Lunchbox.
I don't trust this.
If this goes bad, throw it at the enemy.
All right. So,
Why Zor? Why would you give that to Zor?
Okay.
because Zor's got the most strength and can throw stuff the furthest.
I think he's strong enough to just throw a bomb against the wall and make it explode.
All right. So, as you approach the marine base, as you get closer towards the port, you immediately hear out announced on a very loud speaker, like almost too loud, almost like there is no need for anything to be this loud. A very boop boop boop, and like a flashing light,
Aye.
all of that, and
Are they
then
raising the alarm on us?
well, the giant Den Mushi, which is it's set up on top of like a watchtower at the port. That starts talking and it goes, check. Hello. You have entered into official marine property. Please state your name and purpose.
Marine Special Op Group 69, Captain Mercurius Thorax speaking.
Okay. Are you on the list? I don't see your name on the list.
I shouldn't be on any list.
Special ops, kind of the
Special
point.
Ops.
Do you not see our uniforms?
Do you not see our flag?
No.
Do you not see my gun?
No!
Was,
Put it down.
was that a threat?
Put the gun down.
Data's going to.
No. And I like turn my rifle to the side, and you see it's like labeled as marine property.
That's not gonna help the kid.
However, I do lock on to the Den Mushi, and I have like
Don't lock onto the
Lock.
Denden Bush.
Oh my
between his eyes, right between the eyes.
Oh.
How to make allies? Number 1, shoot them. Aim
Wait.
right between the
Wait,
eyes.
if you aim between its eyes, can it want to do nothing?
It
because
would
its
just go
eyes are
right
separated?
between because
Yeah,
his
'cause
eyes are on
it
stalks.
Okay, right below there then. I'm not shooting though.
Okay. It kind of looks, well, yeah, the Dendamushi is as emotive as it chooses to be. He goes, okay, we will take what you say into consideration. We will grant you access. Officers, go and disarm all the mines. And that almost immediately you see, like you can see and hear, dozens, maybe even like 100 marine officers and crewmen and all that. Just kind of like marching out onto the port in diving suits. So it's a really awkward march as they have to adjust their flippers. Just go. Blop, 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 blop.
They do that weird little waddle.
Yeah, and one by one you see them all like just walk off the end of a pier, and then
I think it's
like
easier. Hop, 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 hop.
and then in the water you see like a semicircle of Marines all pop up, and they're all holding like a rope or a chain, and you can assume that these have got like depth charges all attached to them, and they swim out of the way and they move and create a single passage for you that you can go down.
So things go awry. Maggie, I might be able to accrue more explosives for you.
Yes.
That doesn't mean start trouble so that we can take them.
No, it doesn't.
Why are we getting more explosives for her?
We can never have too many.
Okay. So
Our ship explodes, I blame you.
You
If the ship
sail on.
explodes, you won't live, and I will.
This is
Because
true.
I'll be in the water.
So, I'm assuming you sail down this passageway towards an open dock.
I use X-ray to make sure they didn't miss any.
Oh no, they
gonna say
don't.
it.
This is very meticulous.
Good point. Yeah, that's a good call.
They know exactly what they're doing. This is something they train for. Obviously, they have to do this every time anybody enters or leaves this this dock. So you come, you arrive. There are, as I said, there's like two. Actually, no, there's three very heavily armed marine warships. Way too big for here. Way too big.
upgrade.
Yeah, I think it's time we upgrade too.
And
I wouldn't mind having one of them ships. Be fun.
Would be nice.
And
But I don't think we have enough crew to run one of those.
not yet.
Now we just hijack a bunch of Marines from here and tell them, hey, you're us now.
So
We do need a navigator and a ship and a cook.
This is true.
you're
Grunts.
You are
Grunts.
docked up. A gangplank is laid out for you, and there's like a whole bunch of Marines. They're still in their scuba suits and whatnot, and they all stand to attention before splitting in half. Once again, creating a single file path that you can follow. And at the end of that path, you see quite, well, not tall in One Piece world, but like in our terms, quite tall. Like maybe like 6 foot, like 6'3" guy, shirtless, with a marine captain, like a marine officer's coat draped over his shoulders, has sunglasses on, has a really annoyingly poncy, like floppy haircut. Like the way I can describe it,
Prince Charming from Shrek.
basically, yeah, I was gonna say mid-90s surfer dude / teen heartthrob.
Yeah,
haircut.
Prince Charming from Shrek 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that. Sunglasses on,
He's got like that
shirtless.
lion's mane look,
Yeah.
the middle part.
Yeah, shirtless but has the officer's coat on, and he's standing there. But you know what? Aviators. He's that much of a douchebag,
Oh my god.
and he's standing
Steal those
there,
Sunglasses.
arms tucked behind his back, as he's just kind of looking at you and goes, "Well, special ops. What can I do for you?"
We heard some theories. Like, we came to see if they were true. Also, I look at all the men around me that are standing at attention. At these.
No,
Stand for most of
man,
the.
you don't take orders from him. Yeah. Piss off.
Already froze on my end.
Yeah, Discord went blip. So you
They're back.
you
Data,
tell people to stand at ease, right?
I did.
Yeah, when you do that, he looks and goes, "Man, who do you take orders from?" And all in unison, in a very scary, overly militarized way. Oh god, I had this dude's name, and I forgot what it was called. It was something really fucking annoying. It was Captain... Where are my notes? I don't have notes.
It's a douche D bag.
Douche D-bag.
Sadly, no. This is Captain... Yeah, there we go. It is Captain... Oh god, why can't I read my own fucking notes?
Bad D guy.
No,
Bah.
Captain...
Bah. Captain Bah.
Captain Bad Guy. That's a pirate for later. No, this is like Marine Captain. See, originally it was going to be like full body, but he's an actual One Piece character, so it can't be full body. So I think I called him like hard body or something like that.
Hard body.
Hot body. Johnny Hot Body.
Okay, yeah,
There we
that's
go.
his name.
Yeah, it's
Captain John Hotbody. So everyone just calls him Captain Hotbod. So you all go,
Captain, oh god, he's hot!
it's Captain Hotbod. And he's there, you know, his coat part's just enough, but his pecs are there, and they're constantly doing that little bounce.
Oh my! I already hate him.
That little bounce.
He
Oh
does
god.
Yeah.
Captain, executive decision to
He
replace
does
this
the
man
Terry Crews
immediately,
thing.
simply based on the level of douchebaggery, which is clearly breaking Marine code.
Yeah, and he's standing there, so when he asks, "Men, who's in charge here?" And they'll go, "Captain Hotbod, sir!" Like, in a very loud, unified. Good. And I want you all to stay at attention.
Just gonna lean to the captain. I think we have an issue here.
So,
Data's going to tilt his head and be like, "You have a little forehead."
a little something on my forehead. Is it
Yeah.
handsome?
I was gonna say it's more like a pimple, but I just thought I'd let you know.
I'm fairly certain the only thing on my face is a stunning look. And that the aviators drop a little bit, and he gets this like blue steel glare off the tin. Goes,
I am 5 seconds away from telling Jimmy to guess the fuck out of this dude.
Data's like, "I now understand."
No, right
exactly
this
why
moment, Jimmy
island-
walks onto the dock.
I was just about to say, I'm in there fucking picking my nose with my finger, pull out a big one. What'd I miss?
so,
Stage just starts wafting down onto the freaking.
You see, row by. Oh my god, Jimmy basically has fucking Conqueror's hockey.
Holy shit!
Yeah, like
Oh my god!
row by row, you start to see some of these like diving wetsuit Marines just kind of like buckle and go, ugh. And Jimmy's just there, and it eventually reaches Hotbar. And this like anime cartoony like scent line just goes and goes, oh god. I just threw up in my mouth.
I walk steps closer to him and extend my hand with the booger still on it. Pleasure to meet you.
This is Jimmy.
Don't ever touch me.
Slowly brings back my hand.
He's our head researcher on board. Do you really want to ignore him?
There we go. He does that and goes, no, man, I couldn't stand. And he starts rummaging around and goes, And then one person runs over with a clothespin and gives him a clothespin to put on his nose. He goes, there we go, much better. Okay. Here we go. I'm not going to hold my nose. I'm going to see if I can create that without the nose pinch. So, what can I do for you? Special ops. Here. I really don't like this. It makes my voice less handsome.
Maggie just covers her mouth.
What are you gonna send here?
I wholeheartedly just busted to laugh
Yeah, it's like, Captain?
because what is he going to do to a 15.5-foot tall birdman?
Do you want to
Kick us out?
explain?
We're
Do
here
you
to
want to
look
explain or
around.
should I? Oh.
We're here to look around. We've heard, pray tell, of things going on. We came to see if they were true.
The only
And
thing.
no, we're not going to tell you what they were because
That's
the
confidential.
theory of a
Vic,
watchdog
god
never boils
damn it
and
with the
stuff.
fucking pops!
Well, the only things going on here, officers, is an amazing job going on, and a thorough and fair usage of all resources that the Marines have claimed and also requested from HQ.
Is that why the town is in shambles?
The town's in shambles. Hang on, I did. Takes a clothespin off. He can't stand his own voice like that. He goes, the town is in shambles because it's a poor town. Mostly those darn fish people. No offense.
Excuse. Offense taken.
But I said no offense.
That doesn't mean it
Doesn't fix it.
That doesn't fix it.
Data's like, alright, so what I'm gonna need you to do is bring me a full overlay of proceeds, how much you're taking from the town, how much is going back into the town. Let's see.
And then I will actually look over it because I don't know if you can read.
I can read, Maggie.
See, I could do this, or I could
I-
not, because I outrank you.
I whisper in my captain's
Alright,
ears.
cool. Let's go make our report.
Are you sure you don't want me to just accidentally let out a fart?
That's fine.
Not yet.
I just take out a notepad and begin to scribble down just doodles,
Okay,
but not
Captain.
letting them see what I'm writing down.
All right, Captain.
I would say I have you up on my shoulder so that you actually physically can't see and you have the sight of everyone around them.
So, Captain, either you can give us these numbers, or we can go to them ourselves and get the numbers. See what they think of you.
Well,
Our job as Marines is to make all civilian life easier by not having to worry about pirates and most other strife. If
okay.
you're causing this, it will go up.
So, you want to go and report this. So you want to go and check in with the local, the vice admiral in charge for South Blue, right?
We were directly sent here, or on our missions by Admiral. Yes.
Yes.
Even higher than a vice admiral. So
Well, and
whatever.
And he does the really obnoxious, just pushes one strand of hair slightly out of his face. Obviously anything that has to go through has to go through the vice admiral in charge of region number I'm making up to say South Blue. That would be Vice Admiral Hotbod Senior. So
Oh, I see.
good luck with that.
Data narrows his eyes. He's like, basically,
I know
Oh,
what's
so-
going on.
So you're not afraid of us doing a report then?
Oh no, please report away, because you have no information.
We're gonna go get information.
Well, you are free to walk around my wonderful base under heavy observation, of course, because you have your classified secrets, I have mine.
Well, see,
We're not going around.
we
the
want
base.
to go
We're
around
going
the
to
town.
Oh, okay. Well, have a wonderful time. And you see any fish people? Try and we want to just shoo them away. They're kind of getting in the way of everything. So do that.
Oh,
Maybe that's
I-
why they're
believe
causing
me.
problems.
Also,
Data-
I'm
God,
glad
you're
you-
useless. Okay, fine. Bye. We're leaving
Data's
now.
like, trust and believe. We will remove all nuisances from this island.
Wonderful. I look forward to seeing a preliminary version of your report.
You're
and
not seeing anything.
That's in order.
This
You
doesn't-
don't have the clarity. You don't have
That's
the
not how
clearance
that
level.
works.
You
don't-
can't order us.
You don't.
No.
I'm gonna
I think I heard something when I walked in here. You meant saying that they don't follow our captain's orders? Isn't that the same way around?
I mean, they look at ease right now.
They do. I
Or
mean, that
should
one
say
fell in
at
the water.
unease?
Well, whatever it is you're planning on doing, then unless I hear otherwise, you can consider yourselves not welcome here anymore. So have fun trying to get back in. But Toodaloo, you have full reign of the island.
Just
Sorry,
to let
did
you
forget
know,
that I'm a fishman.
this is also a military marine base.
It is.
We have access. Just
you,
like
you might do, but with that, he just kind of points over to the actual base, heavily fortified walls, multiple guard towers, and he kind of points up to the guard towers and he goes, "See that? Each one of those towers has 3 cannons. There's
There's like-
nobody. Get within.
You're threatening.
you're
Ah,
threatening
Shoot
special
more
ops.
other Marines.
I'm not making any threats. I am merely pointing out how well fortified we are because of the imminent fish person threat on this island. We are a key pivotal base. So if we're any
Yeah, that
perceived
one.
threats,
At
Well,
that one, I'm gonna walk over
try
and
and
grab him by his
approach us.
coat and lift him up to my eye level.
ah,
I would watch what you say about fish people. One of the greatest captains we have is a fish man. So I'd watch what you say. I just drop him.
well, what I was gonna say, when you lift him up, he kind of like just lifts his arms up and slips out. So you're just holding the coat, and he's standing there, topless, and he kind of just like he does a few poses. He goes like, "Ugh, ugh, ugh."
Data's like, let's get out of this carnival.
Okay. And, yeah, he's rolling his muscles around.
Unlike some people,
you know
we
what,
have work to do.
You know what? On that note, I'm gonna take. Since he no longer is wearing it, I'm gonna take the coat with me. You don't deserve this.
It's fine.
I will scribble down a few things on my notepad, take the piece of paper, fold it up, and hand it to him, kind of discreetly if I can.
As you hand it to him, you know, he like
Wait, discreetly to who? To me or to?
No, to
Hotbog.
him.
Yeah.
And
Hotbog.
I
He has
sort
to
of
flex
wink
as he
at
gets
him.
it. He flexes. He goes, ugh, ugh, and then kind of like bends over like that to flex all these side muscles, and picks up with 2 fingers and looks you in the eye and goes, "Thanks, babe."
And I do wink back at him and leave.
With Cyborg Guy, it just goes.
I see
Yeah.
everyone else leave, and I'm like, everything's so. And then I bend down to touch my toes and let out a nasty fart, right on him stretching as I get up and walk.
Okay. What is the fortitude save?
Oh, perfect.
Oh, I don't remember.
You didn't write it down?
14?
No, I think it's 14.
Yeah, normally it's like 10 plus level or something like that.
Yeah,
it might be
something
more.
like that.
Um,
Write it down.
All right. Well,
I'll get a notepad now.
he got a 25 on his fortitude save. So he takes a
damn
big
it.
whiff of it. He goes.
I know you think
No.
that's attractive, but that was actually gross.
Yeah. Yeah, so he takes, like, you can see him physically inhale all of the scent and slowly exhales and goes, no. And in the flash of an eye, in an instant, his entire body seems to, like, galvanize, and it has, like, a steel-like glimmer as he just gut punches you straight in the stomach.
Does this dude have?
You just punch Jimmy?
Wait,
Yep.
does he
Okay,
have?
I-
That's not the important thing
Hold
here.
on.
At this
I
moment, I love this
stretched
happening.
away from him and farted on him. So did he punch me in my spine or my ass?
We'll go spine. We'll go straight in the spine.
And please tell me he lets out a little yelp of pain at that one, just to alert us.
Ah, fuck.
Do you want to roll defense, or do you just want to take a punch and? Because
I'll take a punch because I wasn't prepared.
yeah. Okay, so
You don't want to roll
5.
defense for clenching your ass?
5 damage.
No,
from
I
the
was
punch.
relaxed. I just farted.
Yeah.
The 5
How
damage
much-
minus 2 for damage resistance.
Yeah.
So 3.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
3 damage. Gotcha.
You said his
Sorry.
entire body galvanized?
Yes.
Oh, that's a death flag. Jesus.
Well. And with that, he kind of stands back up and goes, by the way, those cannons I mentioned, they're being aimed at you right now. So, I advise you leave in the next, looks at his wrist, doesn't have a watch on, just looks at it and goes, now. Okay.
Fine.
So
leave.
now it has been, you were gone from talking about your fortifications, to now you are threatening us. We'll see how well that goes over.
Okay, wonderful. Toodles. You know what, if you want
Data.
So back on the ship.
Yes.
I'm assuming the mines are moved out of the way and we're
Yeah.
gone. We're gonna head to the Bay of Wolves now, and we're gonna be docking over here. But on the way there, I'm ringing Vice Admiral Hotbod Senior.
Okay, so you do that. You know, Frankie gets in touch, passes through to Vice Admiral Hotbod Senior. They have a Denden Mushi. It's a pretentious piece of shit. It
Oh,
has
good.
like furrowed eyebrows and like kind of. You know that really annoying face people who think they're really attractive, Paul, when they're posing for pictures. That
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
yeah, the Denden Mushi's doing that. He goes, hello.
Your son's a prick.
No beating around the
And then do you hang up?
bush.
Well, alrighty then.
Is that it? Your son's a prick. Hang up.
Hangs up.
Okay. Frankie's like,
No, I'd say along the lines of, your son's a prick. It ain't gonna last long. Click.
Frankie's just kind of looking at you, going like, this
Yes.
just in. HQ knows where all the calls come from. You're aware of this, yes?
Yes.
All right. Cool.
He knows. He should know who is interacting with his son and what's going on.
Alrighty. Well.
I'm sure there's falsified reports going in, so they can make it all look normal, but we'll get to the bottom of that.
Well, this is a riveting plot development, and I'm sure there'll be more right after this quick 5-minute break. I'm saying we're going to take a quick 5-minute break.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was saying over the phone.
Alright.
Like Nick was put on hold.
Yeah.
Also, really? I let out clearly not accidental fart, and he punched me in the spine,
Yeah.
but fucking the man with the sword over here lifts him up off the ground, clearly threatening him in the open.
Well, that's it. He slips out, and it just gave him a
nothing.
chance to like pose and like go, "Ooh, look at my manly bod."
He was
If
going
someone-
to be vindictive, but he got distracted by flexing.
Yeah.
If someone lifted me off the ground, I'd be mad. If someone held a skunk up to me and made it spray me, I would kill them.
I didn't spray him, I farted while stretching.
Same.
He has no evidence that was intentional.
All right. I'm gonna throw us to a break screen, and then we can all go grab like drinks and go to a bathroom and all that jazz. So we'll be back in like 5 minutes. Everybody, stay tuned. Bye. Sound is back on. We are back. Welcome back.
Hello.
Okay.
We're back.
So, having left Marine Base 273, the courageous crew heads down to the Bay of Wolves to check out Lupine. I'm terrible with my own names. Lobo. I wrote it down.
Lobo Lupino.
Canaan Village. That's where you're headed to, which is next to Bay of Wolves.
On the way, very quickly, Maggie will write up her report and hand it to the captain.
What does it say?
Well, it's just it's just her version of what has happened so far. But I should say, I would like to clarify a few things. If the opportunity presented itself, is there or is there not permission to eliminate the captain there?
Not as of yet.
All right. Secondly, I have introduced a seed to allow myself to infiltrate.
What did you do?
Do I have
What was in that
permission?
note you gave him?
I listed complaints I have about the ship and its crew. Annoyances about being understaffed and under-equipped and such, and said that I quite admired his level of equipment, and that I would like a transfer if he could possibly authorize it.
Assuming these are all lies and you're just using yourself as a spy.
Of course.
Fair enough. Well, if that goes through, we'll have you on the inside.
I don't think that proper procedure is amongst his concerns.
Me either.
I believe that if I were to travel to his fortress alone, I would be able to get in. As a guest of his, at the very least.
Yes.
Yes. Do I have permission to attempt this?
Not as of yet. If we're gonna see what goes on in Canaan.
Canaan, yeah.
Canaan.
Okay.
We're gonna look in Canaan first.
So, you arrive. Your very obvious marine vessel pulls up to the docks. There are a couple of people. There's not many, maybe like a dozen people on the dock. You know, fishing people. There's a few like small fishing boats. There's a few market stalls. There's people selling stuff, and they see a marine vessel, and you see lots of people go, and you know they kind of like put their head down and look away, and you know start actively trying to disengage.
I'm gonna stay in the boat.
How do you proceed?
Data's gonna hop down
Mm-hmm.
and what he's going to do.
Oh, sorry. On the ship, do we have like flares, like signal flares?
Yeah, we'll say so.
Data's gonna turn to Zorowan and say, "Here, hand me Hotbot's jacket."
I'm gonna pass it down.
Yeah, I'm assuming Hotbot seems like the type to like customize it, or is it standard?
How do you imagine Hotbot will customize this?
I figured he would put like
His
Gems.
face on the entire
like gems, like
and rhinestones all along. the
rhinestones on the sleeves
Right.
and all that.
Instead of saying justice down the back, you know, it still has justice,
I swear.
but it
okay.
also has Hotbot.
Yeah.
No, so justice written in
With
kanji, but
a
in
bedazzled, freaking very, very reflective and shiny of his face on the
Yeah.
back.
Data's going to
like his face like this.
hop down, hold it up to try to get everyone's attention.
yeah, people look and go.
And then he's going to rip it in half.
Oh, but I wanted to tear that jacket apart, Lawrence, and keep it for myself, but okay.
People look confused and like they don't really know what you're doing, and one particularly vocal for comedic effect, we're gonna say it's a relatively elderly person, goes, "You ripped a coat, what do you want, a medal?"
Data's like,
Mark's gonna hop down and just be like, Data, you look like you're trying to start a revolution in a town of depressed people.
Data's just like, look. Just know this. We have no respect for that pathetic excuse for a Marine.
You want to roll something?
Yes. I don't know what I would have to.
What do you want to roll?
Diplomacy.
His diplomacy's like. Actually, I think I made it pretty good. I did.
It should be good because diplomacy and intimidate are like the two things that Marines are good at.
Well, it's diplomacy or intimidate. It's one or the other.
Whatever.
Which if I remember correctly, you were going the diplomacy route for yours, I was going the intimidate route for mine.
No, I have both diplomacy.
Oh, nice. Oh god,
He has
terrifying.
both.
Yeah, you do that, and the same old person kind of goes, "Nice, nice. So, where's my old person voice? It's kind of like down here. It's like, yeah, old person. Yeah, good on you, little whippersnapper. So, what you gonna do about it? Did you
That's
kill
what
him?
we came here.
Is he dead? Is that why you got his coat?"
No.
Not yet. It hasn't come to that yet. However, we came here to gather information. There's an intel, I don't know, debrief. Something's going wrong, and we need to gather information to take him down.
Basically, what we feel is going on is that all
He's
this,
embezzling.
false reports are being sent in to make it look like everything is fine, which is why everything has been as chaotic as it has been.
I mean, he's very clearly just embezzling the funds that he's getting.
Oh, yeah, I could have told you
Point
that.
being his coat.
Look, you know, he taxes the hell out of us.
He taxes.
Yeah.
Why?
We don't have the authority to do that.
You don't? I didn't know that. Margaret!
Exactly.
Margaret! Did you know this? I didn't know nothing, Johnny. Oh!
Who's he married to Herbert the pervert? What the fuck?
I don't
Look,
know.
you don't know the man's life.
I don't know what's going on, Johnny. Margaret, what's all this nonsense? They're taxing. They can't tax us. Did you know that? I didn't know nothing, me. Ah! Frustration noises. So we don't have to pay them no taxes?
You shouldn't.
Shouldn't have to, and we're guessing it's because of those overly glorified cannons he talks about so much. He points them at y'all and forces y'all to pay.
Oh, no. He doesn't point at cannons anymore. We actually made some of the cannons. Old Smithy. Smithy, Smithy don't like to talk about it too much. But Smithy used to be a hotshot Marine. Back in the day.
So...
And Smithy helped build cannons and do all kinds of stuff for him.
So he would know how those cannons work and operate and how to basically make them inoperable.
Oh, probably.
They're cannons, or...
I mean, that's not hard. That's not hard at all.
Oh, no. Smithy don't make no normal cannons. Anybody can buy a cannon. Smithy, he's a whole... Whew. You wanna go meet Smithy?
Yeah.
Yes,
I step out of the boat. Yes.
Oh my god, it's a gun!
That's
It's a robot!
Yes. She is a cyborg. Also, I heard, pray tell, that there was a fishman problem or something of that nature.
Oh, yeah, they're not really a problem. We don't mind them. In fact, I used to, I'm obviously some kind of fisher person, because that's apparently what this entire economy is based off of. The notes weren't particularly fleshed out, so that's who I am. I'm Johnny the Fisher person now. That's my name, and here's my character. So I used to have a good relationship, but then all of a sudden, they just started getting a bit aggressive, and I didn't like it. It wasn't very nice. I thought that was my friend, and then they stopped talking. And then apparently they were stealing resources, and they were taking all the fish, so as fisher people couldn't get our stuff. And I don't know. I used to be real good friends with some of them.
Captain.
Guess we'll have to see what's...
Captain, I feel you, maybe one other, should go talk with the fish people while we go meet with the smith.
I think I'll go alone.
Are you sure?
Data, you're in charge. You guys go talk to Smithy.
Understood, Captain.
Maggie,
Yes.
don't go overboard.
Yes, sir.
Jimmy,
I'm not
Yeah?
carrying. I'm not going to carry back an armful of guns for you.
come here real fast.
Walk over. Yes, Captain.
I take out my bubbly coral and I put him in a bubble.
What?
You're gonna be indoors. We don't want to stink up his shop. Pat the bubble. Push bubble toward Data.
Can I speak outside a bubble, or is it just me screaming but nothing comes out and he's just
You can
pat
still
pat?
be heard.
You can still be heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. In that
Some
case, I'm
travels
just gonna
with
pick the.
bubbles.
I'm just gonna pick the bubble up because how durable is the bubble?
The
It's
bubbles are
pretty
quite
good.
durable.
I'm gonna pick up the bubble and just kind of carry it under my arm like a ball and just walk with it.
Yeah, what it can
Am
do
I-
is that, like, canonically, I can make a bubble big enough for me to lay on and then float around the island because I'm slow on land.
Yeah.
Am I like floating in midair in this bubble?
You can.
You can
I'm
if
just-
you want, or you can just lay back, put your feet up on the bubble, and just float along if you want.
I'm gonna do a bunch of backflips while in the bubble while Dakota's carrying me across the land.
Alright. So, we're splitting the party again. This is going to become a habit, I can already tell.
It's a habit.
So, Merc, you want to head out and find the fish people. To do that, you need to head through the remnant forest. That's fine, we'll cover that in a minute. We're going to go find Smithy Shop. Johnny the fisher person is going to take you to find old Smithy. Kind of guide you through. You see that most of the town is kind of dilapidated. You see what were once quite obviously thriving businesses, you know, with like boarded up doors and like going out of business, and we're already out of business, and please God help us, we're poor, we have no business signs. You see all that, and that's in the nicer parts of town. You go through like an alleyway, it gets very dingy and a bit grim, and you come across like you can't even really count it as a shop front. It's basically like a small awning, like a small porch, which is, you know, like 2 pieces of 2x4 wood, and like a rag that kind of just hangs over a doorway, and you can hear the sounds of like hammer on metal on the inside. And this is like in a back alley of a back alley from another back alley. This is real secluded, out of the way, like dingy, grim, not pleasant.
Seems he's one not to want to be found unless you know him.
Yeah.
Gonna set the bubble down.
Yeah. Old Smithy. Old Smithy went in, kind of secluded himself after the whole. You know what? I'm surprised we didn't figure out this whole taxation nonsense earlier, because old Smithy kind of disappeared when the Marines showed up. I wonder why. Never really questioned him. Just kind of, you know, scuttled off to himself after he made them cannons.
Quick question: how many berries did we get from our bounties?
I think
I
you
don't
got a
remember
collective 7 million for the crew.
7 million for the crew.
Oh,
So that's $1 million each, and then $1 million in store.
Yeah, I think that's what we gave it to.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like, yeah, no, there's, for kingdoms, you know, there's a king and all of that. They have taxes, and then there's the celestial dragon offering yearly. But other than that, the Marines shouldn't be collecting anything.
You know, they showed up and said, "Oh, hang on, I can do this." And Johnny the Fishman kind of like he's kind of like hunched over, a little cliched, crotchety old man, kind of like stands up. You hear a crack as he stands up and goes, "I'm Commander Full Body, Captain. You pay me money and I'll keep those fishmen from, you know, doing stuff like that. It was a whole mess." And it felt strange, but you know, we were told the fish people was stopping us from working. We were told they was taking all our fish and all the other things. So, you know, I wanted to get my fishing back.
We will set everything straight. Don't worry about it.
That sounds good to me. Do you want me to introduce you to old Smithy, or do you just want to like just walk in
yes,
there?
I think you'd be a little alarmed if 4 people just waltzed in, one being in a bubble and one being 15.5 feet tall.
Probably I would. Okay. Smithy! And there's a low grunting.
Oh, he sounds pleasant.
You push past a rag, you step inside. In complete and utter contrast to the outside, dingy, disgusting nature, inside of here is clean. It is pristine. It is like chrome, waxed, polished, perfect. There are firearms like mounted on the walls. There's all kinds of tinkering, and you know, it's serious, high-level military grade equipment in here.
I'm just gonna put my head out and then back in, out and back in.
Yeah, dingy back alley.
Ow.
Military office.
Ow.
You
know what? I'm not gonna question it.
You vague little bits and pieces you see. You also see, you know, there's an old marine coat. Definitely very old-fashioned. At least, you know, 1, 2 uniforms outdated. That's like hung up on a wall. There's like lots of navigation equipment. it's very nice and looked after in here.
I walk up. So we do we see the guy here, or is he in?
You don't. You see the guy, but you can't like make out anything particular about him. He's got like a big welder's mask on. He's pretty hench, like for an older looking guy. You can tell he's older, but you know, still quite muscular. He isn't wearing a shirt, but he's got like a big welder's apron on, so that you can see his like rippling back muscles as you see him kind of like clanking and hammering away at some device in front of him. But he's not. His back is towards all of you.
I walk up and shout while saluting, "Sir,
You just
I would
hear-
like to request to recruit you back into the Marines."
Yeah. There's always like the sound of a blowtorch. Which just says,
My guess is he either heard you and is ignoring you,
he kind
or
of
he
moves.
didn't hear you at all.
He kind of moves at Emma and goes, "What?"
I would like to recruit you.
What?
I take out $1 million of the monies and hold it out to him. Well, like not where he can grab it, but like in my hand.
So you hold up the bag, just
Yeah.
a small bag.
He spins around on his little chair, still got the big welder's mask down, so you can't make anything out about his face. Blowtorch kind of looks and goes,
I would like to hire you.
he points the welder's torch at the bag of money and goes, "What?"
I put it back in my pocket.
He like flicks the welder's torch around and clicks it into his waistband. Just kind of sits there, still welder's mask down. He goes, "You ain't leaving here, are you?"
Nope.
No.
We're not exactly here on official business. This is more fixing a problem that has been long overdue to be fixed.
He
We are
does
part of Spec Ops, sir.
He does exactly that. Cracks his neck, does that, stands up. He's quite short. He's like maybe only like 5'5", but built, like tanky.
So a wall. Got it.
Yeah, and then with that, flicks up the welder's mask. Has got the most glorious thick mustache, like just boom. In fact, it's so thick when the welder's mask flips up, it like unfurls and it like comes out past his face. Like
Hair like that would make Armstrong jealous.
yeah, it's like thick, glorious, beautiful, perfectly pristine with like a single grey streak through it. Like just down one side of it. Has a big gnarly scar over his left eye, which the entire left eye seems like useless. Like it's basically like a dead eye. And he just looks and goes, "All right, Spec Ops, right? That's what you're doing. That's and what do you want? You here to?"
We have discovered major incompetence and negligence in the local Marines.
That's yeah, that's pretty standard.
We are going to fix it, regardless of what you do. But we would like to offer you the opportunity, or at least I would, to do something good.
And
Indeed.
you have the go-ahead from HQ to do this. This is the thing.
HQ,
I can hire any subcontractor I would like.
HQ is compromised. The directing, the officer in charge of this region is Hotbody's father. But as Spec Ops, we have a little bit more leeway with how we get operated.
And with the way he's treating this town, they would have no complaints to us fixing the issue.
Hang on. Go back. Go like 2 sentences.
Yes.
Hotbot.
Yes.
That's who commissioned the stuff. That's who's here.
Yes.
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 I didn't meet anybody. I just had Marines come and make requests, and I just.
Yeah.
Are you
know
aware of
him?
him?
He just kind of lets out a long, like, perpetual growl, like, from the bottom of his throat, walks over to, like, a big work table. Doesn't say a word, dead silence, and just punches the work table. And this is like a solid titanium military grade work table, and it just dents and collapses inwards. He goes, okay. Hotlock. That's impressive, right?
Both senior and junior.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I don't know Junior, but Senior, he's a prick.
It's his son that's in charge of the.
His son is the same, like father, like son, I guess.
Alright. Shit. Okay. So, I now have even more regrets. Okay. So what do you want? What do you need?
We heard you made the cannons.
Yup.
How would I disable them without destroying them?
Well, you need to get close to him to do that.
Of course.
Which you also can't do.
We
I
have
can
some
do that.
plans but we have some plans in motion. We just looking
So-
for some information, possibly even some help.
So,
If one were right in front of me right now, how could I do it without damaging the valuable mechanics?
okay. So, you know how cannons work, right? You get a bunch of gunpowder,
Intimately.
set it on fire, that creates an explosion. The explosion propels a large projectile forward, usually a spear, because it's basically just manipulating explosions, right? These don't work like that. These are much more efficient. They are self-powered. There's no fuel required for them except manpower or anything you can store up in a battery. And all right, wait. He points you over to what he was working on, and he pushes out where the table was and wheels out this cannon. This is a small version. This is the prototype. Whips it off. And this is high-tech, future-looking cannon. You know, it's like very sleek in design. It's not oversized. It's not wide. It's very thin. It's got like a narrow thing, and at the back it kind of has like wires and like Tesla coils. It's very high-tech and sciencey looking. And
Oh god, he's got railguns.
and then there's essentially like a big crank at the side of it, and that also has like like big crocodile clips to attach to like battery sources. So let me just
What is that?
I don't know. There's a weird beepy beep 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 sound. Has someone got their phone next to their mic?
I don't know.
James, did you walk away from your computer?
Yep. I'm gonna take that as a yes.
That's a yes. Damn it, Jimmy. Okay. So there we go. So
I went to get headache medicine. I'm sorry.
no, that's fine. There was just this occasional weird beepy noise. I'm like, ooh, what's going on there?
Oh,
I muted my mic, so I thought that would have just
It's
not
distance
happened.
It's distance-wise. The same thing that happens with Nick's mic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it happens
but
with mine.
Okay.
I'll just leave it behind next time.
So, what this guy does is he shows you this, shows like the crank and the little battery pack, and he opens up a small hatch at the back. And when I say this is miniature prototype, this is about the same size as a rifle. It's that small. So he kind of opens up a little hatch at the back and pulls a pencil out from behind his ear and puts that in the ammo compartment and closes it. And grips the top of it, tenses his muscle, grabs the winch, the wheelie, and he just pumps this and he keeps pumping and pumping and pumping, and he pumps it really fast. You can see electricity sparking off this. He is generating electricity, and after, you know, a good minute of doing that, and this is like at high speed power, he turns it to, you know, like a solid steel covered wall. It's solid steel, and that obviously leads to like concrete and then whatever else. And with that,
So
then,
a good few inches thick.
yeah, good few feet thick.
Ooh.
Like the steel is a good like 6 inches. Then the concrete wall behind it is a good 3 feet. Does that?
Okay.
He then you know, fiddles around with some stuff, and then presses a button. There is a high-pitched whirring. It goes. The pencil is fired. It pierces straight through the steel sheet and through into the concrete. You have no idea what just happened.
Sir, may I hold it?
No.
Oh no.
What you can do,
I
go and look at the side wall. Just pop out front. Go look at the side wall.
I inspect it.
You go out, you look at the side wall. The pencil has pierced through, and as it spread through the concrete wall, you see it created an outwards explosion, leaving a hole about 10 foot wide.
Whoa.
When I come back to him, I say, I would like to show you something I think you might enjoy. And I reach under my shirt and pull out a wire.
Mm-hmm.
And I attach it. If he doesn't want me to hold it, I'll let him keep holding onto it. But I attach the wire to the internal battery of the weapon. Take out a cigar, smoke it, and the entire cigar just instantly burns down to the nub.
Mm-hmm.
And I put all of that power into the gun.
Oh god. So like more than he could humanly win shit in like a whole day, basically.
And I just flick in just the, like, I take off the shell and just the metal actual bullet part of the bullet and stick it in the gun.
He then goes beep boop beep boop. Same thing. Pierces through. Except this time you do hear a sound afterwards, because before the
Oh god! Yeah, I'd imagine.
what the sound you hear is, first of all, someone hold on, Jesus fucking Christ, and then you walk out, you have a look, you destroyed an entire fucking building.
Oops.
You destroyed the entire building next door. It was empty. Don't worry, nobody got hurt.
Oops.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
might I request an upgrade? And I hold up my rifle.
How about this?
Oh no.
Alright. These are not legally sanctioned, so they can't do it officially. But how about
Technically, we legally don't exist, so.
this? That's what I was about to say. Special Ops, you don't exist either. But this doesn't exist. Got it? In fact, the only reason Hotbod has them is, one, I didn't know it was Hotbod, which sucks. Two, my departure was less than honorable, so it was either given the weapons or face execution, which wasn't not on my to-do list personally. So
What happened?
Sir, I very much believe that you can continue to do good for the Marines
well,
if you work with us.
young boy, I can tell you what happened in an amazing flashback sequence. Flashback sequence. It shows young Smithy, basically exactly the same, except his mustache is like fully dark black hair, and What hairstyle does this guy have? Because I really haven't thought of his hair. I was focused on the mustache.
He seems
None.
like a mullet kind of guy.
I would think
say none.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was saying
bald.
no hair,
Shaved head.
meanly made and
All his body hair is focused on the mustache.
Yup.
So, flashback. It shows him like on a big like official like marine warship. He's got an officer's coat on, and you see someone who looks remarkable. Like, he describes someone remarkably similar to Captain Hotbod, except a little bit older and is slightly higher up, and basically was ordered to develop a weapon that could wipe out an entire island or an entire village or just take out anything. And he was like, okay, I'll make this weapon. He develops this weapon, or like a prototype version of this weapon. Captain Hotbod Senior, we'll say at this point it was Rear Admiral before Vice Admiral, so Rear Admiral Hotbod wanted to use this weapon to wipe out a settlement of, let's say, fish people, because that's fun. Oh, it's not fun, it's the word I'm looking for.
It'll add to the story.
It-
It'll add to the
thematic.
story.
Thematic.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And Smithy is like, no, they haven't done anything wrong. They're just there. They're living. They're here. They're peaceful. No. And basically, he was faced with, because he destroyed the prototype. Rear Admiral Hotbod was going to take this prototype and he was going to use it. So he broke it. He smashed it. He threw it in the ocean, and then he was basically told, well, that's insubordination. That's treason, which can be met with execution. To which Smithy leapt into the ocean and swam away. So Smithy is technically a traitor to the Marines, and had his entire illustrious career ruined by now Vice Admiral Hotbod. He struck this deal with these Marines. He didn't know who they were. Like, okay, fine, I'll make these things. It's to protect this village. That's fine. I don't want anything to do with it. Leave me alone. But now he knows it's all to do with Hotbod. It's bad. It ain't fun. Everyone's bad people. Smithy's pissed off. Years of working as a navigator and marksman just thrown out. Illustrious career down the toilet just because one asshole wanted to use weapons for the wrong reasons, basically.
I can tell you, you help us, we can get the story out there of the truth of what he wanted. And if you wish to be reinstated, we can try to
On our ship. On our ship.
on our ship.
Well, there's no love lost between me and the Marines. But, you can do something about this. And, well, chances are my name's been reported.
Data will say, perhaps there is no love left. But what about?
What about what?
What about justice?
His eyes sparkle. Justice.
Go around
Yes!
getting rid of all corrupt Marines like him. Bringing more peace to the world.
A gust of wind comes out of somewhere. His mustache flaps in the wind.
That's where
It-
that's where
it-
data that's where
it's
data's just
data.
kind of slightly windy.
Yeah.
He's just like,
His mustache flaps in the wind as he stands tall at 5'5". And you see him like, yes, for justice. The single manly tear rolls down his face as he holds his hand out in an agreeable shake. Like, you got it, boy.
I would shake your hand, but my
He-
hand's a little
Data
bigger than yours.
shakes the
What are these
hand.
two?
It's
together then?
it is a hefty handshake. It is these are the hands of someone who's spent the last 10 plus years just building stuff.
You have a very strong grip.
Damn right I do. Meanwhile,
All right, now help me attach a scope to this thing.
no. No. I can't stress enough. No. This weapon is not allowed to exist. I shouldn't be using this weapon. I'm not a righteous enough person to use it. If I'm honest, it was a big mistake, and I should probably destroy it.
Okay. How do I disable the big ones? Just tell me that. And we don't have to go in character. We can jump over
Yeah.
to.
Basically, the premise is you need to cut out that power source, which unfortunately can also be manpower. So you need to like stop them
So
having.
basically, you need to shatter the wheel.
Yeah.
I think I can handle that.
Basically, if you can get close.
If anything, just smoke a cigar every time and overload.
Yeah. I mean, as well, they're powered by electricity. So if you can find any way to frazzle that, someone wants to try and develop an EMP. There's that.
I mean,
Okay. So meanwhile, Merc, you have.
Oh, hi.
There we go. You're still here.
I am still here.
You have made your
didn't-
way. Were you falling asleep?
No, I just was like, no, I did not just send my crew off and me go take a nap again. No, I'm doing things.
Alright, so you've headed out into you've headed out into the forest. The forest, nothing but dead trees. Anything that was once here has been stripped, there's lots of tree stumps. All natural resources have been ripped out of this place as you're making your way through. Do you want to roll anything to see if you can find what you're looking for?
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna roll anything. Instead, I'm just gonna sit on one of the tree stumps, lay down, and yell at the sky. I hate people.
Okay, Nick, we're supposed to be in character, not out of character.
Okay. So as you do that, you just, I hate people. Yeah. What's a funny fish?
Glowfish.
Clownfish.
Ooh, clownfish.
Yeah.
Like, duh, they're clowns. They're funny.
Yeah.
The one that like depressurizes.
Yeah. So
Fish.
there's as you say that, like seemingly sat right next to you, on a stump nearby, clownfish, fish person. So orange with a white stripe, and he was there. You go, yeah, they suck.
Oh, hi. I'm Merc.
Marvin.
Nice to meet
Oh
you,
my
Marvin.
fucking.
Yeah.
Marvin or Mar?
What did I say?
I forget.
Me
Or-
too. Me too.
We'll just call him Marv.
Yeah. So
Mar.
are you wearing your marine attire?
Yeah, but I mean, mine doesn't have sleeves.
Yeah. He just kind of looks and goes, oh shit.
Huh.
Alright. Just like stands up and starts going, yeah.
Mar.
Can I get like a couple second head start? I don't have a weapon.
Head start for what?
You're a marine. You gotta like kill me.
No, why would I do that?
Because that's what marines do.
That is not what Marines do. Is that what the Marines that you've met do?
They're not particularly good shots, but they definitely shoot at us.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
Let me tell you something. I'm not from here. I don't work at this crappy base over.
Well, how would I know that?
Captain
You know?
Hotbod may say it's good.
Well, how would I know you don't work here? You know?
See this patch here? You see this patch here? It doesn't match their flag. It matches mine.
Well, I don't look at the flags. You think I've got?
It tells you a lot about.
Oh,
For instance, you look at my flag. You see, do you see my face on my flag? Fuck, you see Hotbod's face on his flag? Of course you do, because he's a narcissist.
All I get from this character is, oh shit, dude, oh fuck.
What about?
So, all Marines aren't just assholes?
No.
Well, that's news to me. So, you want? What are you doing here then? Like, you know, cause were you like a new transfer? Are you? I don't know how this stuff looks.
I'm the captain of a special unit.
Oh, okay.
We came here because we heard the Marines here were douchebags. Turns out they were right.
They really are. They're just shit.
And of course, they're not going to say they're douchebags, so we came to talk to the people.
Yeah, I'm a people.
You are a people.
Yeah.
That's right, buddy. You be whatever you want.
Pat. Just Pat.
So, what are you gonna do about him? Because we tried.
Hopefully get him fired.
Well, we tried to, you know, because I may not look it. Well, you know, we're strong, but no, we couldn't get near it. We couldn't get anyone near it. We lost like so many people.
I get that.
Yeah. And even before we tried to go and attack, you know, they took our food. They stopped us being able to.
Food.
Well, you know, they didn't take it. They stopped us from being able to go and hunt. You know, they've put depth charges all around our fishing spot, so we can't even get out in the water safely.
They put depth charges in the water, not just around their.
Oh yeah, they purposely like marked it out. You know, we can't even get out. We're stuck in our cove, man.
Did you try moving?
Yeah. But what?
Didn't go well.
No. Sometimes we still find parts of Frank.
Who?
When Frank tried to move a depth charge, then we sometimes still find parts of him.
Did he try to move the depth charge by touching the actual depth charge?
Yeah.
There's your problem.
But also, you know, like, just in general, getting dim and got like these weird proximity things. I don't know what they're doing, but maybe their like scuba kits are equipped with something that stops them from going off. Because, hey, follow me. Walk across land, go to the Fishman Cove just for ease, and yeah, there's a bunch of fish people who'll go, hey, we're fish people. We'll develop characters as soon as Bardic thinks up the fighting traits for us.
That's fun.
And yeah, he'll show you. He'll like get in the water with you, and you'll see all these depth charges. There's hundreds of them. And what he does, he just kind of like throws a pebble through the water. If it gets within 20 feet of any of these depth charges, it goes off.
Good lord.
Yeah. And you go, yeah, so they've got something, I don't know. But somehow, obviously they're in the scuba suits, they can just come and move them and do stuff, so I don't know, maybe they've
Have you
got...
tried just throwing enough pebbles at all of them? Make them all explode too far away?
No, they come round every day and put more. In fact, yeah, I did that. So there's gonna be a siren going off pretty soon. Someone's gonna come raid and see what's what. Probably shouldn't have done that. But it made for a very dramatic reveal. So, I did that, I guess.
God, the more I want, they should not be.
Oh yeah, don't forget we still have those island missions.
Oh yeah, we can talk to each.
Yeah.
forgot
I'm
about
assuming
that.
you're saying you kept them, but you've got the walkie-talkies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The short
yeah.
range.
The short ranged and.
Yeah.
So where we're at currently in the back, did we hear anything weird going on over on his end?
I'm on the other side of the island.
Yeah. I would ask before if someone has a white Denden machine.
A white Denden machine? What
Yeah,
does that
they
one do?
jam black Denden machines, which black Denden machines can like wiretap and.
All conversation would be secure.
Yeah. because of it.
At this moment in time, you haven't had access to a white one, so
Yeah, I figured.
it'd be we've just got to risk it, really.
Note to stealth, whenever we raid this base, look for one of those. Just jot that down. I actually say that physically to Maggie, just jot down for a white Denden Mushi.
And a black one would be useful.
And
Yeah,
a black one,
that
yeah.
would be-
Jot down for both of those.
So, yeah, we
Nice.
have a bunch of baby Denden Mushi. We have like one standard Denden Mushi. And we need to get a black and a white.
So, okay, I'm gonna pick up the Denden Mushi real quick. Bring Captain. Meet in the forest.
I'm already here.
So I take that and I walk myself by foot back to the Marine base.
Okay.
Yes,
We gotta
yes.
meet Captain in the forest.
He was like, Zoran,
Discuss the
you
plan
go
in person.
Yeah, you meet the captain in the forest. I'm
They'll
gonna
start evacuating.
yeah, him and Smithy will get people moving, and Data specifically will go to the area that's because he's just gonna on a hunch assume that there's probably some mines over there,
Mhm.
Alright,
and
Jimmy,
if there are, he's going to start blasting anvils into the water.
alright, Jimmy, I'm gonna roll you with me, just because I don't know what more you could do
You
here.
bouncing him like a basketball?
I just
Boing,
roll.
boing, boing, boing. I have a headache.
Yeah, I'm gonna start bouncing him, but since he kind of floats in the bubble itself bounces, but he's fine.
So you're bouncing the bubble around
he
him.
stays still and the bubble like, moves like this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh Jesus Christ! There's so many things going on. This escalated real fast. Okay. So, series of events that occur. Merc, over at Lyconi's Rest, which is where the Fisherman Cove is. After the detonator went off, the depth charge, in about an hour's time from then, one of those warships from the Marine base that can be seen, and all the fishermen go, uh-oh, and they fucking book it. So all the fish people, they are ditching out of the cove, and they are running as fast as they can towards the forest. And I assume you're going with them.
I'm staying on the beach.
You're just gonna
I
stand
have
there?
my marine clothes on. I know who I am. They know who I am.
Okay. So
That ain't gonna stop them. We pissed them off.
I'm doing research like I told them I was doing.
the war ship comes by, and it scours, and there's a call out. He goes, fish people criminals, cease and desist. Stop.
Criminals? How are they criminals?
They have stolen and they have damaged beyond repair the natural resources of the island, leaving the villagers with no adequate fishing supplies. That is why they have been quarantined within a sanctioned zone. When they reached the perimeter, we were informed. Please cease and desist, or we will be forced to take action.
I threw a rock at it to see what would happen.
Well, that was stupid. Now you've got them all in trouble.
Well, congratulations, you brought a warship for one guy.
Yes, we did.
You're not proper Marines. I turn around and I walk back into the forest.
Say that to my face, bitch.
I will if you move these depth charges.
No.
Then no, I'm not gonna blow myself up.
I'm coming. The warship
Break his neck.
kind of pushes through. You see, if you're on the shore, you see out on the water surface, you can see like blinking lights where all the things are. As a warship approaches, you see the blinking lights kind of turn themselves off. They go boom, 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 as the ship gets closer, and it just gently pushes through. And it pulls up, like it sits on the dock. You see on the deck of a boat, maybe like 20 average-looking Marines. And all right, what is an interesting antagonistic design? Let's make up an antagonist on the spot right here.
Okay. I'm thinking. Let's see. We got Pretty Boy. I'm thinking the delinquent. You know, the muscle, the one that's like the Pretty Boy's there, and then the reason that people respect the.
All right, so
He's got like
delinquent, big pompadour, like oversized. Oh god, who remembers Shaman King?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm not.
All right, I think the
I was
character.
gonna say, but he's also. I was gonna say he's also not the prettiest though, so he actually has like a mask, like a helmet or a mask on the whole time. He has to.
Right.
He's a dude that prides himself on good looks.
Yeah. So I was about to say, if anybody remembers Shaman King, I'm fairly certain his name is Rio.
I don't know.
Ridiculously oversized pompadour, like way too big.
It's like way out here.
Yeah, it's like wearing like a full-on disco-esque suit. So
Sounds like Space Dandy to me.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Space Dandy is basically
No.
the exact same design.
Sounds like the freaking what's his name from Akame Got Kid.
It's a very
Oh,
common like
Yeah.
Yankee.
My mind is the
delinquent
head of the
design.
Don RS in Food Wars.
It-
But,
Yeah, that
we
one.
get it. Pompadour, big pompadour.
Yeah. Flash,
works.
like it's very Josuke, it's very Knuckle, it's very
Yeah.
Kuwabara, it's very
Oh
stereotypical.
god.
And he's got a wooden sword over his shoulder,
Yeah,
holding a
there we go.
megaphone. He goes, "Bring it."
Is he's standing on the beach like this?
He's standing on the front. Is Jimmy finding the image for us?
I found it. It's here.
Yeah.
It's screen shared.
At
So
the
if
front
I'm-
of the warship, right, there is a three-pronged cannon, and he stood on the tip of one of the cannons, and he goes, "My men won't interfere. This is 1v1, bitch."
So at this point, would I be in the forest hearing this as I'm walking towards that side, or I still be a little ways away?
This is probably before you get to the forest. So this is Merc. This is what Merc's gonna have next session. So Merc gets a 1v1 fight there. So that's
Just crack all 6 knuckles.
Yeah.
And... All right.
so
I'll
that's
show you what a real Marine's like.
that's one thing. There was a bunch of other stuff going on. What were the other things?
Data is evacuating the village
Yeah.
with Smithy.
And
just-
Maggie's heading to the base, and me and Jimmy are running.
Boing,
running-
boing, boing, boing.
Well, yeah, I'm bouncing him like a basketball as we're running to the forest to meet up with Cat.
okay, so you two Marines, you're running to the forest. As you're running to the forest, you come across a bunch of fish people who are sprinting into the forest, and one kind of like catches glimpse and goes, "Ah, no, the Marines! Ah, what do we do?
Wait!
Get them!"
Wait, no. Did you see a big fish man come through here with 6 arms? Also dressed as a Marine.
Probably.
He's our captain. We're part of his group.
Oh,
Where
okay.
is he?
All right. He was on the beach. He was talking to a ship, but also, I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Which way?
He points towards the shore. As you start to run past, he goes, "Wait!
What?
Those guys! There's a bunch of...
Who?
He points, and there's a group of maybe like 10 or 12 Marine foot soldiers. Are they with you?
Nope.
Damn. Let's design another antagonist. Another fun leader for you two to fight. I like doing this.
I'm thinking.
Okay, so you got the delinquent. Who would I have?
I'm thinking Yakuza girl.
Okay, so...
You know, she's wearing the mask, has the crazy long skirt going on, with I don't know, bandages instead of a bra.
So like an old, so like kind of like an old samurai look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, hear me out. Kill Bill, right? Kill Bill Part 1. Like, quite young, very stereotypical, like, Japanese schoolgirl.
But instead of wearing that, like, jumpsuit style, wearing, like, the way he was describing?
Well, I was about to say, do you remember the scene in Kill Bill 1, Part 1?
Chain and ball girl?
Yeah. Chain and ball girl. So that. So, one of the dead trees you see just get smashed right over as this ball on a chain comes swinging back and wraps around her arm, and she's like, huh. You got traitors?
Do you know, like, traitors or y'all taxing these people?
She puts up two she puts up two fingers, first of all, to swear at you, going like, fuck off. Then, bring it, bitch. So there's your fight.
I stopped bouncing Jimmy. Roll it slightly against a tree.
Okay. So there's that
and
fight.
Just pull out the cleaver and stand with it in the ground, staring her down.
Data.
You're not gonna. Okay.
You and Smithy, how are you evacuating people? You're getting them, you're putting them on their boats and going, come on, let's go.
I'm like, yes. I'm just like, we are about to make moves to, I don't know, undo the dishonor that this Marine base.
As you are loading everyone up into their little rowboats and small dinghies and all of that.
And feel free to use our ship to move them if you need to.
Yeah, true.
Probably a good idea. A second of the 3 warships was pulling its way around to the Bay of Wolves.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Oh, they know what you were doing.
Are we doing this again, where it's gonna be me, Berg, and freaking Data fighting leaders again?
Yeah. And it's just... I don't have a defined personality yet, we're about to design that, but cease and desist, evacuation, there is no need. The Marines are not Marines, they are pirates. Stop listening to them. They are here to ruin your strong Marine stronghold.
Good.
And the villagers kind of look around and go, well, they said that was Marines. Who are we supposed to trust?
They just like, he turns to the people and was like, have I done anything wrong to you?
Not yet, but what if you're a pirate?
Have they?
No, they took our taxes so they could keep it. I don't know, I'm lost and conflicted. I'm a very easily slayable human being.
Trust in me this once.
Rin, design your antagonist.
Okay, hold on. What's another? Hold on.
So
we've got the whole like popular kids trope going on. What's the?
Yours. So
Yours
what
has
would
to be
be
like
yes
a valley
man?
girl.
I don't understand.
Google doesn't understand.
What the heck?
I don't understand.
Okay, hold on. There's a trope here. I just have to think of it.
It's the popular kids in school.
Yeah, I know. There's another one.
We need the goth.
No, make him the nerdy one. Like this.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I was thinking.
He's got like a bunch of like technological style things. He's like one that
Alright.
studies everything.
Oh,
So-
he's the one that does.
He's the one that always is like this.
Yeah, the little planner, constant meticulously going, you activated my trap card.
I already see through your plans.
So yeah,
What's his name from Naruto? the pervy Jonin.
I was thinking more like.
Ibisu.
I was thinking more like Ishida from Bleach.
Oh god, yeah, actually, that's more
Yeah,
accurate.
Uryu.
That's more accurate for this. The kind of like snark attitude.
Yeah.
Just.
So,
Oh yeah.
how I envision it,
Yep.
sat on the deck of this ship, which you can vaguely make out. Dude, pristine suit, very clean, very tidy, sat at a desk with like tea and a very traditional like tea ceremony setup. Fingers like this and a chessboard, and he's moving things about.
You can see the light reflecting off the glasses.
Yeah, he goes, well, it's your move, Data.
Oh, finally, someone didn't get called a bitch.
And
Oh, no.
then, it's your move,
That's how we know it's
Later.
serious.
Bitch.
bitch.
Oh, at least he's kind of nice, bitch, and there it's ruined.
And
I was like, oh, that was so.
and finally, whilst all of this madness is going on, because we'll do all the combat things for next time. Maggie, you've booked it. You've sprinted your entire way there, or however it is you got there. You're there. Most of the base is actually empty. They've sent out most of their forces. As you arrive, Hotbod, he stands there waiting, and he's holding the note you gave, and he goes, well, that was fast. So, he's about to look and goes, oh, I don't have my coat to put it on.
He doesn't have his coat anymore.
So he just puts it, he tenses his muscles together and tucks it in between his pecs.
Oh my god.
He goes, so,
Alright, David Hasselhoff.
you're betraying your team already. Welcome aboard.
I found a good opportunity, and I hold up the weapon.
Hotbod's eyes widen. It's like, oh damn. Okay.
So what is he doing? He sees Maggie. He knows Maggie's gonna be coming to him, so he's gonna eliminate the crew. Asshole.
Yep. As far as Hotbod's concerned, Maggie has betrayed you all.
Yeah, we kind of all threatened him.
Yeah. And with that, Hotbod goes, come into my office.
End of episode.
Exactly. Episode end. We have like an anime split screen where it like shows like four corners flash up. So we've got Delinquent and Merc. We have Yakuza Girl and Jimmy.
You could even make them twins. You could even have like twins.
All right,
That's
no.
also a trip.
These are triplets.
Oh.
Yes.
They're all triplets. So one is the female is like badass Yakuza Girl. You've got Delinquent, and you've got meticulous chess playing nerd. And he goes doo-doo-doo-doo. And we'll give them a name. I don't know, the Trope Trio. That's their official name.
The trope
The
troop.
popular kids.
the popular.
The
Yeah.
trope troops.
So,
Um,
end of session. Thank you, everybody, for being here, for checking this out, for being a part of this. I have been the Bardic Knock. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, all as the Bardic Knock. I do lots of really fun, goofy stuff. And I
Like this.
like this, and also lots of Pokemon stuff. I've got a bunch of shiny Pokemon I'm working on, and I now have a new handy dandy way of making that happen faster. So, if you want free shiny Pokemon, come check out the streams. I give away shiny Pokemon. So that's a thing. That has been me, Nick. Who be you?
I'm Nick. Who be I? I am Nick. I thought this was known. It says it right there. There. Nick. He, him. Anyways.
Smartass, everybody.
Yeah, that's me.
This is
There's a reason I'm the captain. I don't know what it is. Anyways, I'm Nikias Rotor on Twitter, and I'm Strider Winters everywhere else. I've recently started streaming due to the whole zombie virus that's going around. So, like, that's the way I'm trying to do stuff in life and have a quote-unquote social life. But
Who needs it?
But yeah, you can find me pretty much anywhere on as Strider Winters, unless you want to find me specifically on Twitter as Nakai's Rotor. Next to me though is Zor.
You're pointing the wrong way.
No, I'm not. My Discord camera is different from my stream camera apparently.
Just.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is that
Yeah,
way. Never mind.
It's that way.
Zor on White Wolf almost everywhere. White Wolf 462. If you really want to find me, I don't know why you would. I'm weird. But yeah, just gonna pass it along to Shogun.
Hello, I'm Shogun, and I think I might be streaming maybe in like an hour or two or something. I'm going to try to recruit someone to be on the stream with me, and then I'm going to try and dive in. You don't want to, Nick, because it's a game you don't like at all.
Fortress?
It's gonna be Dwarf Fortress.
Ah.
And we're gonna go into attempting to dive into the narrative stuff of Dwarf Fortress because it is amazing at emergent narratives.
Can't we just skip to the end and play Deep Rock Galactic instead?
You need the filler.
Damn it.
Jimmy, that's a perfect way for you to introduce yourself.
Yeah, you're
Hello,
the filler.
I am the filler. I am Omen264 on everything that you could possibly find. I'm planning on making YouTube videos soon, not sure how soon though. And right now I am currently the person who needs to piss and shit and can't wait for this to be over. Moving on!
I did not need that information, bud.
You got it! It's out there!
Ren, who are you?
Yeah, see, the plus side is now you have a reason to just cut this entire ending scene.
Oh, that was fucking gold. That was gold.
Ren, who are you?
I am Ren. See? There we go.
Oh, done. There.
There we go. Alright.
Not found at your local
Goodbye.
Radio Shack.
Yeah, not found. Not yet.
Possibly at Toys R Us.
Yeah, you can find me at Toys R Us.
You just can't go there, because quarantine. Thank you very much, everybody. We will see you next time. Until then,
Bye.
stay safe, happy adventures.
Adios!
Bye-bye.